Hello, hello, and happy Friday, one and all. And in this case, one and all is Denise being quite mischievous as she sneaks in 4 minutes early to take the number one spot, the crown, and be maybe the second time to be the first one in chat on a Friday live stream. That is quite impressive. Denise, how the heck are you? Are you enjoying your post, happy post, because I know Big Hind would want to say this to you too. Happy day after your birthday. I hope your day after your birthday is going very well, and that you're enjoying it and basking in the aftermath of it. We'll maybe celebrate tomorrow. Next week we'll celebrate the 1 year or the 1 week anniversary of your latest birthday. That'll be great. Did you do anything? Did you party? Did you did you hang out with anybody that you didn't hang out with for a while? Did you go clubbing? I know that's kind of your jam. Just like, how did you celebrate your birthday? I mean, I usually just kind of overlook mine, but that's not the norm. Hey, Macro, what's going on? Jamomo. that works. That works. It's time for J Money to be upgraded from his was that turn of the century lingo? Like, J Money was pretty hip and dope and jiggy back in 1998, 99, 2000, but now it's got to be updated for the more current sensibilities. So I think J Momos fits that. Clubbing, no way. Yeah, I figured as much. Oh no, Macro stole the number one crown. I'm curious, and we tried to look this up. Like, what determines who has the crown and how? Sometimes it shifts, like the person who it bounces back between people, and then sometimes the person who starts with it ends up with it the entire time. But in any case, all appreciated, all are welcome. I'm gotta follow off Denise's footsteps. Last week she played, I believe it was Denise, you played To Become a Heretic, but I know these are limited time offer only, these chapters, but as you can see, they give you these rewards. So I want to play the two that are available today. I don't anticipate having her level of success with it, but I think they give you, okay, we all get the same deck. So, all right, so yeah, there is that. So hopefully I'll be able to, although I don't remember you playing with, oh no, maybe it was a different one. Let's see, that's a 1-drop, 2-drop, 3-drop sigils. That looks good. I think I'm going to keep that. No. It was recent, Macro. That's the joke. There's a gentleman named Big Hind who gets salty anytime we celebrate a birthday or any kind of event, really. So, in honor of him, I was celebrating the day after Denise's birthday, or within a couple days. I don't know the exact date, but and then I was joking that next week we'll celebrate the 1 week anniversary of her latest birthday. So that's that. Let's see. I'm going to want to play... What is this? Oh! You know what? So I got the cards. I told you all that... right here, in fact. Look. And I think I've got that one, too. Look at this. So cool. Like, I just love when digital stuff is manifested in reality. Obviously, Magic always did that, but I don't think Hearthstone did it, and I know Legends barely did it. But let's see where I have it here. Okay, come on, maybe not. I thought it was in here. Like, I picked out cards that I just thought were cool looking, since I don't have anybody to play them with necessarily. I was just like, oh, these cards look cool. No, I don't. I could have sworn I had that one. The long barrel. Good old long barrel. I know I had to put a couple back because I wanted 52 cards in the deck for whatever reason. But like, I got the guy from the thumbnail. Got this guy, Jack Dragon Hunter. There he is. And I could have sworn I had Long Barrel because I thought it was a cool looking card. But oh no, there it is. Bam, Long Barrel in the flesh. I don't know why. That just excites me. It excites me when I see like old things, like old consoles, old games that are in good condition, because it's like a time warp, and I like to see games that are digital manifest physical. So there we go. Somehow I thought you'd be playing with mates. I was totally going to be first today, but then I forgot and took out the trash. Wow. Wow, I took second fiddle to garbage. Well, no, that's good. I appreciate that, Eliza. It puts me back in my place. It increases my humility, which is good. Being humble is a good thing. So yeah, thank you for that very sobering revelation that doing the trash on a Friday took precedent over showing up and being punctual. Really, just a modicum of human decency is all I was asking for. All right, let's go ahead and we'll play that sigil. Can't play this because that's for a creature, right? Because it's a weapon. Okay. All right, so here we go. Yeah, sorry, Denise. I was doing that just because I was trying to make it not specific, because some people are like, they don't want people to know when their birthday is. So I was trying to, I knew what it was, but I was trying to just be a little ambiguous about it. But that's
just keep moving.
I didn't even look. I just saw, I was like, it's a 2-drop, so I'm going to play it. What does she do? Unpredictable Outlaw. When you play a weapon, which we have ready to go next turn, exhaust an enemy unit, which I think means they can't guard or block, which is the same thing. So if our opponent plays a card, is this what has become of the honor that you Oni hold so dear? Wait, is that a... I have no clue. I'll just, yeah. Scurrying like rats, blah, blah, blah. I was led to believe you Oni were better than this. Behold my sigil.
Break the barricade.
So here's the thing. I think, now hang on. Valor, this unit gets +1/+1 this turn for each unit that blocks it. Alright, so play our sigil. And now I can either play this interesting looking emo fellow here. The Sensari Brigand. Deals double damage to players, which actually might be pretty cool, but it really just depends. If I want to go aggro, then let's see, how much does it give me? +2. We're going to go aggro. We're going to see if it works. So we're going to throw this onto her. We're going to exhaust that so that we can attack. I'm going to hold on to that because I may want to exhaust next turn. Wait a minute. Actually, no, you know what? If played on a gunslinger, is she a gunslinger? She's an outlaw. I don't know if that means a gun. Is this a gunslinger? I don't know if I have a gunslinger. Oh, that's a gunslinger. It'll say at the bottom. So she is yeah, she's a rogue. Okay. Kill an enemy unit with less power than wielder. Oh, heck yes. So goodbye. Bam. And you attack. Oh, I'm feeling the juices. I'm feeling the juices. And then we got +1 for some reason. I'll dig it. There's more than one way to fight with honor. You would ask us to die a fool's death. No, you're just going to die a loser's death. Oh, I so badly want to say that. We do not yet understand the weakness of your strange weapons. But we will. Because we'll be in hell. And, you know, hell gives you clarity.
Let's see what you got.
Let's see here. Endurance readies at the start of your turn. Can't be stunned and can't be exhausted. Right, okay. Mastery. When this deals damage and survives, add to mastery total. Gain the effect. Alright, so it has to hit mastery 4 times to get the +2/+2. So I think we throw it on a sigil. I mean, she's just going to attack it. If he doesn't block, take 7 damage to the face. But I think... deals 3 damage to each player. I think we're going to go... Wait, we can also do this one, right? Quick draw. When you play a weapon on one of your units, that unit gets berserk. Second time. Ooh. He'll be good if I can get a weapon down. But he's a 2/3. That's a 2/2. But that's a 4/4, actually. You know what? We'll throw that down. And we'll attack with this and see. I mean, he might have a spell or something, but does not. Biggly, biggly, blam. Alright. Plan, observe. You think you can save face with such claims? No, I will call it what it is. Your blades have failed you, so you flee. You cower. It is kind of weird. You hide. I don't know why that was italicized. It is a little weird seeing this weird, bizarre centaur, elf, hybrid thing. You know what? I'm gonna let you do that. Now I know it can still block if he wants to. Oh, he's got a lot of blockers now. That ain't great. Pay 3 and exhaust Stone Scar unit. Sneak to give another unit +3 and quick draw this turn. Quick draw. Ooh, I like that. All right. We'll do that.
Easy pickings.
How do I pay 3? I can pay 3. I want to pay 3. Will it let me? Okay, there we go. Oh, he had charge. I should have played him. Dag nabbit. Screw it. We're just gonna go in. See what happens. I'm not entirely sure what's gonna happen. Oh, that's bad news. That's really bad news. You're gonna damage. So he's gonna kill that, isn't he? Yeah. Oh, things went sideways. That's alright though. Wait, why didn't it do anything? I don't know, but we do 3 damage to each player next turn, so I think we just get the W. Let's see. I'm sorry, I was being hygienic? Oh, you're being sarcastic there. Now you're being both hygienic and sarcastic. I'm sorry, but unless you were, you know, gathering the.
I'll gladly join the fray.
Well, you're a little too late because the fray's about to hit your leader in the face. Blam! Boink. Oh no! One fool falls, but the walls yet stand. Why do I'm holding a revolver? And I don't know. It's just the weirdest combination. The Oni may hide for as long as they wish. It does nothing but delay their inevitable. You talk a little too much there. Whatever weird creature you are. Mishmash of like 4 different things. Yeah. I don't know. Glass houses and all that. Oh no, and that's the cards we get from it? Oh, that's disappointing. I don't want the Centaur Raid Master. I need a dragon and I need a dragon card. That's what I need. Oh, maybe. Oh, he's a rare though, or a epic. Maybe I can dust him. Oh, this is actually not bad. When he attacks, draw a card. Discard at the end of your turn. Once per turn, we discard a card, draw a card. So that's like cycling, right? You get a card, you're gonna have to discard it, but you get to draw a card at the same time. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see. But yeah, so unless you were wearing the garbage, Elijah, I don't see how that's hygienic. I don't think hygiene applies to houses or garbage cans. So if the garbage was in a can of trash, or bin, as they may say in other parts of the world, if it was in a trash bin, it was fine. That's where it belongs. You went out of your way to escort it out to the bigger trash can. Over showing up early. So I'm not going to accept hygiene. Survey says hygiene. Can we see hygiene on the board? No hygiene. I guess we'll battle. I didn't see what the mission rules were. Hopefully it's just win at all costs. The ranking system is buggy anyway, Eliza. So, hello, Eliza. I'm feeling the juices is, of course, what she said. I didn't even think that, Elijah. But, hey, I'm glad that even though your trash can is hygienic, your mind is as filthy as juices things. Okay. Well, that is a sigil draw right there. So we'll keep that, I guess. She looks very insecure with that. If your weapons work as you say, get them in the hands of our warriors immediately. Of course, Daimyo. Victory is imminent now that I have unlocked the secrets of their weapons. Even though I look like I don't even know what I'm holding in my hand right now. Is this a thingamajig or a what's-a-mahoosit? But who cares? No big deal. I want more. Yeah. All right. I mean, we're closer to being able to play green than red, so we'll just throw a green down. Hey, Dano, what's going on? Dano, I've streamed this game twice now. We have it on authority. I have it on record. Well, yeah, in VOD format, we have you on record saying if Schwartz streams Eternal, you said that to Beowulf. If Schwartz streams Eternal, you would play it. So all I need right now is your username, and I can add you to the list. So Brave is on there. We got Brave, Beowulf, and hopefully Yum Yum. I added Yum Yum or sent him a friend request, so hopefully we'll get we'll confirm that. But yeah, so you need to join in because you gave us your word. You're Solomon and Val.
Ready yourself.
What does he got to do? He does the thing. What is he doing? What are you doing? Each unit and weapon in your hand gets +1. Each unit? Summon does something when played. Each unit and weapon in your hand gets +1. Really? Dang, that's impressive. But then why does he get +1? Oh. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. It's been over a month since we began our first siege, and not once have you fielded guns against us. Yeah, how did you acquire such weapons while hiding within your walls? Okay. What are you gonna do? What am I gonna do? Look at this big old body you got in front of you. This is a big body. This is a big nasty body with a giant sword. What do you think he's gonna do? He's gonna lop your head off, you smug son of a... With your little paint can. What are you, a graffitiist? Is that a thing? Is that the word we use? Graffitiist? The hell is that? He's all smug like I'm a badass because I drew a frowny face with a mustache on a wall using a can of paint. I've got a freaking demon from the pits of hell with a sword the size of a big object of some kind. And I've got an underbite that'll just take your head off, and giant horns that probably make my head very, very difficult to balance, but still, I'm a badass. All right. Gaudy Showman, summon exhausted enemy unit. Oh, let's go ahead and exhaust this guy. You're exhausted. Quick draw. You may discard a card to create and draw sabotage. The enemy player discards a spell or attachment of your choice from their hand. Oh, I don't like doing that. I mean, I don't mind doing it if it's the computer, but if I was playing an opponent, I would not run this card because that is a dick move for me personally. I don't like when it's done to me, so I won't do it to anybody else. I do not do discard from hand cards. That's just not my jam. But against the AI, we can do anything we want, which is probably going to incur their wrath and bring them to a head against humanity. But for right now, I don't care about that. But here's the thing. I had to discard a card to create and draw sabotage. So it's kind of a 1-1, 1-for-1 thing. But either way, I'm not going to mess with it. What am I doing? What do you want me to do? Exhaust. Okay, we're exhausting that. So what now? Why are you... I guess you're doing... No, he's telling me to discard. I don't want to discard. No, I don't want to do this. No, you're going to make me? Oh, you jerk. I want my weapon. I want my weapon. I want... No. Stop it. Let me not do this. Please, no. It's going to make me... I hate you. That ain't right. Legends gave you autonomy. You were allowed to say, I don't want to do this. I was forced to discard against my will. And I don't think it allowed me to discard any of his. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's happening. I'm not very happy with what happened right now. Okay, he drew the weapon. I don't know what that crap is. This is confusing. Got a new iPad 4, iPad Pro, M4 chip, 13-inch. Nice. Yeah, exactly, Dano. There we go. Like I said, I half the time I just need to... what are we doing here? No, we're not blocking. No blocks. Oh, look at you. You got a little bit bigger. All right. Wait, what? What am I doing? I don't know what I did, but we're just going face. Probably gonna die. Yep. Hit twice! Hit twice! Oh, he didn't get to twice. Alright, whatever. Let's see. But yeah, congratulations, Dano, on the new iPad. That sounds awesome. And yes, a very good reason to be trying Eternal. Getting nostalgic for calling them garbage bins. Oh, yeah. Well, you know, the funny thing is, what was it? There was a group that did like D&D stuff, and they had a character named Binbag. And I thought it was the funniest name ever, like, because we don't really use bin as a thing. Really, like, sometimes you'll have like a bin of Legos or something, but not... Like, so bin bag, I was like, oh, it's just a funny word. Bin bag, bin bag. And then I found out it just means a trash bag. And I'm like, okay, that's not quite as cool, but it's still funny to hear. What are we doing here? We don't have any sigils, so we got to play this.
Our steel is sharp.
Okay, so... Create a weapon and draw a +1/+2 weapon. +1. Okay, we did that. But what are you telling me to do now? I guess I just auto equip it. Oh, there we go. All right, so that's a 6/5. So he's going to take one of these out. What is that? Deadly. Okay, so that's an instant kill on him. Heavy axe. So that doesn't save anybody's life, but one of these two is going to break through this turd muffin here. Okay. Can I do something? No. Okay. All right. I need not tell you, Centaur.
You did not only tell the enemy, but he raises a good question, Smith. With our supply lines cut off, how did you find the materials?
Oh no, blunderbuss! Blunderbuss with a scope! Oh my. What a jerk. They are routed, victory is ours?
Well done. Now, about where you acquired those...
Daimo Tadaki! Someone has raided the tomb of fallen warriors! All of the blades and armor within are gone! Don't care, I blew his face apart. What is this thing? What magical power is there within this 9mm heater? Ooh, cool, we got a thing. Rakano painting. I'll read about that later. It's in Archer color, so I dig it. All right. We're an unstoppable juggernaut. Sword censoring is just as filthy as mine mind. Also, my apologies. I appear to be in a cheeky mood. That's quite all right. Cheeky is fine. We like cheeky. Cheeky is good. I'll keep my big boy, I guess. I went out and had dinner today with the psychopath guy I told you about. We're on good terms now, so I guess that's a topic to share with the people in chat. Hey, okay. Macro, do you feel comfortable sharing? How did you cross that chasm? Because it wasn't something he said, right? It was a pattern of behavior that was kind of abusive, if I recall correctly. Right? He would... I don't think it was gaslighting, but he would do stuff on the regular that was either getting you in trouble or... Yeah, it was. I remember you saying, like, he was kind of dangerous to be around, but you couldn't really extricate yourself because it was just kind of an awkward thing. So how did you forge a path? Did you confront him about it? And you kind of duked it out. At the end of it, you both had bloody lips, and he was like, I respect you now. And you're like, cool. Or did he stop being a psychopath for a little while? Or did you... Yeah, I don't know. How did that go down? How did you pull that off? I'm glad to hear it. I'm just curious how, because human interactions are very curious, especially when I read something like what you were talking about before, where it didn't seem like there was a viable way out. I'm always curious as to how it happened. Indeed, sure about the psycho guy. Right, yeah. Man, Eliza, you're embarrassing me. I thought no one cared. No, of course we do, Macro. And I mean, to be honest, like anytime you talk about something like that, you're going to get people that are, and this is not Eliza necessarily, but you're going to get people that are just curious about the drama. You know, but the interaction and stuff is always a matter of curiosity for me. But I most certainly care. Didn't mean to embarrass you though. Just curious about this psycho dude. Yeah, because there's a lot of them. There's a lot of psycho dudes out there. I mean, and gals really. But I think, well, no, okay. I've heard a little bit of both lately, but I think I've seen more and heard more psycho guys lately than gals. Not that I'm really keeping track. Hang on, let me consult my notes. Yeah, it's more guys than gals. Let's see. Oh, and then there's Ugnip. Brace yourselves for the next Humble Bundle pitch from our unofficial sponsor, Ugnip and Humble Bundle. But good to see you, Ugnip. Hello. Liza, it's a long, lengthy, and extensive story. Jamomo, would you like to summarize it, dear Liza, based on your memory or lack thereof of what I told you? That's the thing, Macro. I remember it, but I don't remember the crux of it. And I thought it involved he was a friend of the family too, and like your dad liked him or something. So it was kind of weird because your dad would like invite him over. It was almost like you were being forced to be friends with this guy, but whenever you were around him, it was a miserable time and you hated life. I remember that general thing, but I don't remember the exact psychopathic behavior. Psycho guy, this sounds awesome. Just in my alley of Friday Enlightenment. Exactly, yeah. That's what I'm saying. See, the people like are like on the fight, yeah, conflict, action, and satisfaction. We're the chipmunks. CHIMPK. I don't think I ever got that. I know how to spell chipmunk, but I don't know how that ever worked out in the song. But whatever. Doesn't it though? It dies. Does. No, we see where your mind is, Ugnip. A little Freudian slip there. It dies. Kill it till it's dead. I just get flustered when someone shows apparently genuine interest in what I say. Oh yeah, I most certainly understand that feeling, Macro. Yep. Well, let Schward narrate it. Dag nabbit. See, now I feel like I let y'all down. To be fair, Macro, it was quite some time ago that you relayed this to me. Now, if only he could let go of his ADHD rambling and remembers the chat that is. Oh, here's the psycho guy bit. It's kind of complicated. I can be myself more around him and he wouldn't snitch or whatever, and I'm finding him more relatable the more he tells me about his life. Okay, there you go. Like, did you, but Macro, I guess the question is, did you have a moment where things came to a head? Like, how did you go from this is awkward and he's a psycho and I want to distance myself, but I really can't, to he's opening up a little bit more, it's more tolerable? Usually there's something that happens. There's either a confrontation or a conversation in particular, or a situation where one of you went through something and the other one behaved in a way that you didn't expect to. Like, you were having a hard time and he actually said something helpful, or, kind of took a bullet for you, metaphorically speaking. Or you saw him in a vulnerable way and you helped him out, and his reaction to that was actually to be more amiable and stuff like that. So I'm just curious, or did it just sorted itself out? Sometimes that happens too. It's not sexy, I'm not gonna lie. I'd like you to punch it up a little bit, but sometimes things just work themselves out over time. Somebody's a little less psychopathic than you thought, however that kind of thing goes. But wait, good Eliza is in a cheeky mood since Big Honey asleep. Yeah, what is he doing asleep? He was taunting me. We had a whole conversation on Discord where he's like mocking my. He thinks that my Schward character in Skyrim is gonna meet his death at the hands of a freaking giant. And I told him, no, there's no way. I'm gonna piss the giant off by killing some of his mammoths, and then I'm gonna run away and sneak and shoot him from afar, because I can use a bow in this game, and I'm gonna take down the giant. And I'm gonna level up so you can never hurt me ever again. Actually, I don't even know, is that a thing? Can you level up enough where you can't get one shot by the giant, or the giant is always gonna be able to one shot you? Because anytime I've played, if the giant does catch me, I just get punted in the air and it's instant death. Can you ever get strong enough where he hits you and you either tank it or you ragdoll, but then you come back down and you kind of like crawl away? It doesn't seem like that would be the case, but then I'm like, how could I take on Alduin and Marak and all the villains of the game, but still get trounced by a freaking giant? Like, really? I got to believe you can level up enough to survive one of those hits. I know I couldn't now. But he's like, oh, you're gonna die in a giant. I'm like, no, and you're gonna eat those words. Well, this game board's interesting. It's like we're on the top of a roof here, looking down into, was that Scrooge McDuck's gold hoard? I think it is. I think we're on top of the DuckTales. Well, no, I mean Scrooge had nothing but gold in there, which is kind of funny. It showed him swimming through gold, but if you just think about it, like if you had a cup of coins and you try to push your hand into it, it's solid because they're overlapping like plates of metal. So this whole concept that you could dive, like if he dove off of his little ladder thing or platform in his vault, the moment he hit those gold pieces, he'd break something. Probably his neck because he always went head first. Folks, never dive in a pool that's like under 3 feet of water because you're more than likely going to do some serious damage to yourself. The least you're going to do is break and skin your nose and probably your chest. Worst thing you're going to do is break your neck and be paralyzed for the rest of your life. All because you wanted to dive in shallow water. Just don't do it. There's the more you know. But yeah, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And that's why I hate that cartoon. Because it's absolutely ridiculous. Like they're suspending my disbelief too far. Yeah, boo! Boo for the dragon sleeping, boo! See, and we don't have a way to wake him up. If it's Denise, we can summon her just by saying, Denise loves the Rana. And boom, she'll be like, whoa, no, I don't. Cheeky bastard, cheeky git, no. I don't know how to summon the dragon. Oh, pineapple on pizza sucks. Here we go. There, I have summoned him. If that doesn't get him, nothing will. Stop the pop. Only friends don't let friends eat pineapple on pizza. There we go. If there's anything that's going to stir the dragon from his slumber, it will be that. Yes, the Drake is probably asleep, and he was pretty tired earlier. Well, that is a pretty common reason for sleeping, I suppose. Oh, Eliza shots fired, being cheeky. The dragon is weak, and I shall plunder his treasure to teach him a lesson. That's what she said. Oddly enough. For a while, I thought I was in a cage for being stuck with him, but the more we interact, the more I'm like, you know what? The past can take a taxi home temporarily. Okay, I guess that's kind of like water under the bridge type thing. So you're saying, okay, gonna wipe the slate clean. We're gonna go from square one. You were a turd muffin before, but I'm willing to give you another chance. We'll try this again and see if you're a turd muffin on the sequel. I mean, as long as you're not getting, abused or taken advantage of, and you keep your guard up, I guess, because people don't typically change their stripes. Doesn't hurt, especially if you're so inclined to. Ooh, charge and war cry. Let's do that. Wait, why can I not? Oh, it's an item. It's a weapon. Yeah, okay. Oh, here we go. There's our badass war brush Oni. That does not sound awesome. I just saw the name. He sounds like a very angry out of work artist.
I am Warbrush Oni. I paint in broad strokes. So I'm kind of like I stereotype things and lump a lot of unrelated things together. My voice line was better. What did you do to her? Each unit and weapon in your hand gets +1. Oh, okay, there we go. No, I like that. That's pretty powerful. We don't have that in Legends. Like an unconditional +1, like everything in your hand gets +1 as long as this, or if you attack face or something, at 2 costs that gives +1 to your entire hand. That seems pretty darn good. And that's a common. So I think if I do my dragon, it is going to be warrior dragon in Legends speak. It is going to be red and purple. Because I want this guy in there. He's going to be cheap to craft, and that's a pretty darn good effect. You truly believe this excuses your crimes? Have you no respect for those who came before us?
No, I don't.
No reverence for their battles, no acknowledgement of their teachings.
You guys talk way too much.
Can you truly not see what your actions have wrought?
Don't try to say rot. Just do you not know what you've done? Don't put a thing down. No.
Oh, the barricade.
He sounds like he should. No. Each unit that blocks it. Okay, so if I block it, it's gonna become a 4/2, which still dies to this. All right, we got a bunch of weapons to choose here. The problem is it needs to be more than 4. I need to get this number higher than 4. That's not going to do it. That gets it right to 4, which is still dead. That doesn't do it. No, none of those are good. Unless I let him attack me first. So I should probably play something. Ooh, draw a card. I like that. That's a good weapon. We didn't have those in Legends either. We didn't have draw a card weapon. That's pretty good. Oh, charge. Wait. Can attack when the turn is played? Wait. No, I'd be attacking now anyway. That should go on a... That needs to be equipped on a creature that I play on the first turn. Overwhelm. Oh, that's right. Okay, so that would be a... That'd be Breakthrough, which would... That would be 8. 9, 10, 11. Minus 2. That'd be 9. I can't play it anyway. What am I doing? I took action where action was necessary to take. Our ancestors fought bravely for us, yes. But they would not have wished us to die on their behalf. I think you got a point there, Underbite. Especially when our means to our salvation was theirs to give. Okay. Oh yeah, you can totally survive a giant hit later on. Okay, good to know, Eliza. Good to know. Then that is my plan. I will kill as many giants as needed to level up to the point where they can do me no harm. Did he not attack? He didn't attack. Oh, double. Yeesh. Double damage. Okay. All right. Well. So yeah, now anything it does can kill me. I might as well put Breakthrough on there. Because I don't see... I don't see a way that this is going to work out well for us. Now, does that mean he's not blocking? I guess it does. All right. So... When this attacks, the top unit or weapon of your deck gets +1/+1. Okay, I guess I hate you leaving 2 magic on the board, but I don't. I should have used that first. We would have found another way. What other way? We were deprived of any support or external aid. You were on the verge of surrender to Sansari. You knew full well those fiends would not have spared our people. Okay. Now he is very possessive of his horde.
Sharp wits, sharp blade.
Damn straight. I got both. Ooh, we can play our 5-drop now. Yay. Exalted. When this unit dies, play a weapon. Oh, Exalted. When this unit dies, play a weapon with its... Oh, you know what? We still have Breakthrough, right? So if we just throw... I think we just pile it on, right? Oh, it's not going to be enough. It's not going to be enough. I made a mistake. Oh, well. Oh, he blocked it with both, so that was dumb. Yay! Stupid AI! I do apologize for writing slowly. I just want to pick my words carefully. Macro, we don't know if you're writing slowly. Allow me to show you how wrong you are as I bow to you in defeat. Haha, see how wrong you are? Oh gosh, that was dumb. I still don't know what this thing is for. How many shots do I have with it? Is it? I don't know. I don't think I like the fact that it's in my hand, but it did pretty well for me last time. What is the shape of her head? You see what I mean? Like, I feel like it ends abruptly. I feel like it should go back. Can you see? Yeah, it should go up a little bit more, back a little further to about here at least, and then come down and flow out. This looks like it just kind of like It's like she's wearing like a skull cap. I don't know. She weirds me out. That's all I'm having to say. Oh, what do I get here? Heretics Exile. For each enemy unit that died this turn, the enemy player discards all copies of that unit from their deck. Oh, this is kind of this is like a Piercing Twilight. It just has to be done on that turn. But yeah, it's a Piercing Twilight. Somebody let Vincenzo know. It's a slightly less ugly, horrific version of Piercing Twilight. Also not a guard. And it's an action. Okay, so it's not really a Piercing Twilight. Twilight was a 4/4 body with guard. But kind of, sort of, general idea. Well, you snooze, you lose. Those are the rules. I didn't make them up. I just play by them. Damn, what rules are we talking? I mean, shoot. What rules? Who snoozed and lost? Did I lose and snooze? His hoard is mine. Are we talking? Are we still talking about Big Hein? Snoozing and losing his hoard? Yay! We did it all. Wait, play again? Nope, it's all complete. Okay. So he can play Absolute Judgment. Let's see. No worries, Macro. You're doing good. Well said, Ugnip. I feel like I'm a woman on Reddit sharing her relationship history with her formerly abusive boyfriend. Slanderer. See? Exactly, I know. And I know what you're referring to because I made sure to articulate it very well. To be fair, her tiny head brain explains the facial expression. That is true, Eliza. It is true. I have a feeling there's pretty much anything. She would have that same expression on anything she has in her hand. What dish? Why I have more things in hand with fingers things? Yeah, I don't know. Look, you don't get to pick whose side you're on, unfortunately. So I don't know. Knowing my luck, at some point I'll come against a whatever she is deck, and I'll get my butt kicked, and that'll be that. Yeah, Macro. I don't know. I can't compare you. How shall I compare shall I compare thee to a Redditor? I do not know, because I usually only get on Reddit for like, hey, my OBS doesn't seem to be working, whatever. Like, I'll check it out for things like that. But anytime it comes to relational stuff or current events, I typically steer clear of Reddit. But my understanding is the folks of that ilk, that yes, you wouldn't want to necessarily emulate that. But no, because it's all good. You're not complaining about an issue. You're talking about how things got cleared up, how things have taken a turn for the better. So it's decidedly not Reddit. And it's also not Reddit because whatever you say, I'm not going to be like, well, you're just dumb. You need to get good. That's insulting for some reason, or whatever. We're not gonna nitpick what you have to say. Because I mean, the whole point of Reddit, at least those kinds of posts, is usually so that somebody can get on there and dump on somebody else. So if you get on there and say, hey, I like kittens, and I think it's cute when they play with a ball of yarn, they got to get on there and be like, that's exploiting animals and it's wasting yarn. You're destroying the world, the planet, the entire universe because your stupid cat is tearing apart the yarn. And I'm sorry, but cats are just the ugliest creatures and dogs are better. Stuff like that. And then somebody will be like, no, cats are awesome and you're stupid and whatever. Ugnip, have you done your trip with your sisters? Wasn't it mid-September? I didn't know there was Ugnip had a trip with his September. What? Ugnip, why didn't you share that with anybody? Tasbu, the Decaying, begin the game with Ubsat's presence. What the hell is that? Does that sentence make any sense to anybody else? Tasbu, the Decaying. Okay, I'm guessing that's this guy. Schmucko here, the great Poupon. Begin the game with Ubsat's presence. So either I don't know. We'll see in a second. One of us is going to have Ubsat's presence, and that is going to either be good or bad for one of us. Oh, I don't know. Okay, never mind. 3, that's a creature. 1, led astray. These are not creatures. We can draw a sigil with them. I don't think it's a great draw. That's a lot of sigil. You know what? We're okay. We got a 3-drop. I'm going to keep it. I don't care. I did these. We had an amazing trip to Tromsø. It always makes me curious when I suddenly have hair on my tongue? Like, how did I get hair on my tongue? At what point did my tongue... I mean, all I've been doing is drinking this hairy beverage. I don't know where that would have came from. Let's throw this out. And... sigil, time, or shadow. We will... It said time or sigil. Why am I only getting one option? I want the other one. Sure, whatever. Yeah, end turn. But that's cool, Ugnip. I'm glad the trip that I didn't even know you were going on was awesome. I don't surf Reddit much, but I do like that website, if that helps. That's what I'm saying. It has its uses. Look, I've seen some troubleshooting on like games. You know, it's like, oh man, I can't beat this, or even honestly, there are some times where I'm like, a game pisses me off, and I'll be like, you know, I'll type in like, is anybody else having a problem with this, or does anybody else dislike this mechanic, or do people really like this game? Like when you get really frustrated and you want to vent, you want to see if other people feel that way. And now that's going to get you into trouble, because no matter whether the original post is saying this game or this mechanic is trash, or it's saying it's great, you're always going to have somebody that gets on there that argues with them. So, you know, you'll see both sides of it. But I've done that a few times. Like, this game is balls. Why do people play this game? And then, you know, you find a Reddit thing where it's just a bunch of people being angry about it and calling each other, well, if you don't like this, you're stupid. And it's like, oh, well, that's cool. So I get it. I have bathed in the cesspool myself on occasion. I just try not to make it a habit of it. And I don't go there for relationship advice, that's for sure. Guy or gal, it just don't make no sense. It was a bit sad when it was over, but they might come visit late November. Oh, cool. Yeah, that's the bummer about a really good time, because unless you find that perfect balance where you spent just enough time, whether it was a vacation or a trip or a visit, unless you got right up to that sweet spot where you're like, okay, I'm ready to go on my own volition. I'm ready to either go home or part company, because I feel like we milked this moment for as much as we could, and it's been good, but now I'm ready to leave. Usually, you either overshoot it by a little bit, where you were kind of over it a day ago, but you got to put up with it for another day. And more often than not, it just wasn't quite enough time. And because you didn't get into that sweet spot, you don't know how close you were. You're like, oh my gosh, it would have been so awesome for I could have done that for another week. You probably had another 24 hours before you're like, all right, I'm good. I'm not saying that's the case for you, Ugnip. That's just what, in my experience, when I've hung out with people or gone on trips, it's usually it's rare that you come back feeling like that was perfect. Just enough time, not too much, not too little. I got what I wanted, and now I'm back home. And life is good. I know, right? I thought Ugnip shared this in a stream that I haven't attended, but apparently not. I hope you had a good trip anyway. Yeah, I'm going to take that. I resent the fact you had a good trip that you didn't tell me about, Ugnip. Like you tell me when you've got no drinking water, and it's even toxic for you to flush your toilet with the water you have. But when it comes to something really cool, like hanging out with your sisters, you're like, I neglect to mention it. Alright, so we've got all the sigils in the friggin' world here. But he's got a body and I don't. He's going to be able to heal on this one too. It's not looking good for us, team. Not looking good at all. And they're talking. Yep, that is life-changing, surely, right? Well, could be. Oh, what is this? Put an attacking enemy unit into its owner's hand. It's at its cost of 5. Oh, hell yes! Oh, okay. I want to ask forgiveness to the universe and to all of you who watched me do that. Now, granted, it is against AI. I would not put that card in my deck. But that was quintessential blue in Magic the Gathering. The worst move, which is the cheap instant that undoes all the cool things your opponent was trying to do. I feel horrible. But I had no choice. It was the only card I could play. And I'm against the AI with a deck that I did not build myself. Oh, you son of... I repent for nothing. You had it come in and I'm glad I did it. You rat bastard. Burn in hell. You and all your kin. If you have any. I sincerely doubt it. What happened? I just took a hit. The world just got darker. What's going on? I'm being assaulted. I don't know what's happening. I don't care. Let's just fight here. Let's depleted gain. Onslaught, pay a wisp. What? I don't know. Ooh. Relic. Well, I can't play a 5, so yeah, we'll just go ahead and play this. Oh, here we go. When you play a unit with cost 1 or more, it gets lifesteal. At the end of each turn, play a wisp with equal to the health you gain each turn. Wow, okay, so this could really snowball. Scions have unlimited potential. Oh, let's see. The pandas have been jilted for reindeer? Wait, what? When did reindeer get into the picture? This game is doing things on its own. I don't know what's happening anymore. And that's okay. As long as we win, I really don't care. Let's throw this big old body down here. This big body, this Waystone Infuser. You can play this from the top of your deck. Again, I don't know how that works. What is this? Another? Oh, Mistress of Light. That looks even better. Maybe. Your wisps have +1/+1. Tribute. Does something when played if a unit went to your void this turn. Okay. So I guess I have to draw and discard, but this is a bigger body, and it makes that a 2/2. But I don't want to attack because this will kill it. Because he's a meanie weenie. Yeah. Okay, I'm not going to argue, but stuff is happening. Good things are happening, I guess. But yeah, what is this? Pandas have been jilted for reindeer? We're not in December yet. Why are reindeer entering the picture? I'm curious. I'm confused. Curious and confused.
The corruption.
Whoa! Why are you playing all these things? And with the jaws and whatnots and what have yous? This is yeah. I should probably be paying more. Wow, look at that hair. That's a bouffant. Hey, there he is. Yes, indeed. Are you laddering? Gauntlet King? Yum Yum's another player from Legends. Another one that has made the crossover here. Your power cards have warp. We don't have a sigil, although we can get one. Oh wait, when we draw a card, we get a thing, I think. Right? No, we just got a 5/6, so we can play this.
The stone's power dims.
The stone's power. Nice. Okay, 3/4. What does this have? Lifesteal. No. You may give it reckless to attack a second time. Can only be used once. Alright, so if I were to attack with this, I think that means this could guard and would kill this without dying. Yeah, so I think we're just going to hold off for now. Let's see. What? Something happened. Somebody... Oh, you killed something. I looked away and you killed something. You rat bastard. Did I say magnetic wisp? No, magenta wisp. Okay, well, at least it's aptly named. What is this suicidal nonsense bull crap? No, don't bring it back. I hate decks like that. I hate the kill your unit to screw your opponent over. 4/5. I guess we're gonna take it in the face. Yeah. Wow. But that's the only time she can do that. It's gone now. Oh, if you have 4, which we do. So we gain 2.
5/5. If you gained health, play a wisp. Fate, do something when drawn. So that's why we had a wisp hit the board, because he popped into our hand. Sustaining harp, you gain 2 health. Amplify, you gain an additional 2. Pay the amplify cost. So it would cost 4 to play, and we gain 4 health. But we don't build any more of a board. I think I'll go with this because if we gain health, we can throw down a 1/1 wisp. So yeah. Yeah. Meant to do it. Knew it was going to happen. He's going to kill this thing, isn't he? Wait, does that not kill? Oh, 3 power or less. You can't do it because I'm bigger than you. Now, this should not kill us, right? Oh, kills any unit it damages. Yes, it will kill us. So maybe not him then. Maybe. I said maybe. Gain all the health you want. I'm coming for your soul. Your breath is... Silence a unit in the enemy hand. Well, what are the odds that that's going to be an effect here? It's still a 4/3 body. That's a 4/6 body. I'm going to go with the big body. Big body. Now, none of these are instant death, right? Toxic. Give a unit +1/+1 in deadly. Does that have deadly? I don't think any of these have deadly. Not deadly. Not deadly. Not deadly. Lifesteal. I don't think they've got deadly. So I think I can play him or attack with him, and we're going to be okay. Okay, well. He survived? How did? Oh yeah. Okay, that was dumb. That was dumb. Oh, but for some reason that happened. So yay! Oh, look at your cute little jaw! Yum 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 yum, and yum 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 yum. Well, we can't now. That looks weak. You gain 3 health for each attacking unit. Well, if we attack with all of them, does this have... No. It can attack twice, but it doesn't have lethal. So we're gonna... These are so tiny and pathetic. It makes me sad. Reduce the cost of each radiant in your hand, and I only have 1 radiant. Tribute. +2/+2. Does something when played if a unit went into your void this turn. So wait, I would have to wait. And if something dies, then it comes down as a +2/+2. So I can attack with this. Oh, you know what? I mean, let's go ahead and... Wait, where's that one where you gain 3? See, does something when played if a unit went into your void this turn. I think I could play it now or later. But let's just do those 2 for... Well, no, wait. Let's do this one as well. Because I want something to go into the void, so this comes down as a 3/3. I think that's how it works. Let's see. We'll possibly find out the hard way. I would gain 9 health. I could still play this. Oh, any number of times to gain the effect. Interesting. Well, let's just do that. Did any of that go the way I thought it was going to? I think it did. 3-3, yeah! And I guess our opponent's going to be top decking for a while, so I'm just going to go ahead and play this.
What yet will be here.
Okay. Oh, I don't know why that's doing it, but okay. Oh, you poked me. Oh, you poked me. Oh, it's so painful. Oh. Alright, let's have everything attack so that something ends up in the graveyard, and then I can play him. What? Okay, good. I thought it died. So there we go. +2/+2.
Another life claimed.
You're screwed, dude. Oh, you're so screwed. You're the screwediest of screwed. Oh no, you played a card that gives you a lot more magic, but you got no cards. So what did he do? What did he do? What did he do? What's that little ball of glowingness? What does that mean? What's happening? Can I do anything?
Let it slip away.
Whoa. Well, that sucked. Give unit killer. Screw it. Go all in, boys. Bam! Unstoppable. Let's see. Ooh. Send! Heroic upgrade. Oh, part 2 available in one day. Okay. Cool. Perfect. So we're just waiting on part 2 in a day. Oh, Yum Yum isn't playing. Has returned from a game. Well, so Denise is playing, so tell you, well, we haven't got to see Yum Yum yet, but Denise is playing right now. Denise, what are you running? Are you oh, let me catch up on chat real quick here. Let's see. Oh, geez. Oh, let's see. I'm still in the before reindeer part of my lumbering existence, but you, Ugnip, have crossed over. Wait, I missed something. It really is. I am, alas, still in the before reindeer part of my lumbering existence, but you, Ugnip, have crossed over. I don't know what that means. There we go. So we're gonna take a gander at Ugnip, and much like Denise, Ugnip seems to have some premium. Oh no, wait, never mind. His avatar looks like it's got some premium flair going on there, which is pretty darn cool. A little twin-headed dragon, but nothing, no premiums, no bling like Braves. And yeah, his opponent has a nice little premium. See, I think premium avatars make sense because you see them all the time. I had a rule for about a day in Legends where I would not premiumize actions or weapons because they only were premium in your hand, and then once you put them on a creature, you couldn't see them anymore. So I was like, why spend all that money on premium stuff if you can't actually play with it? And then that went out the window very quickly. But let's see.
How was Silkson? Is it your cup of matcha? Well, here's the thing, Macro. I enjoyed it for 2 hours. I got stuck at the end of it, which I did not like. And I found out later, I believe, that something that the game presented to me, seemed to present to me as an optional quest, like, hey, if you happen to come up, do this when you're playing the game, you can get some bonus points or whatever.
Stronger measures must be
But I
taken.
think, unless my research is incorrect, that's actually a mandatory quest for me to progress. I have to find 5 wisps or whatever it is, 5 little gerbil things. I don't know what they are. But it was presented to me as if it was like a bonus mission, not this is what you need to do to keep going in the game. So I don't know if that's true or not, but that's my beef. I'm going to say it's not necessarily. Like, when I know what I need to do, I enjoy the game. It's when the game, it seems to be a little ambiguous in what you're supposed to do or where you're supposed to go. That's when I don't enjoy it as much. So, verdict is still out on that one, I guess I'll say. Nice! The twin-headed dragon that is known... That one's named Yum, and that one's also named Yum. Now, see, I'm going to see if I don't click anything. We had that one time where we were watching Beowulf, and I didn't click anything, and it took me to the next screen, and I got all his rewards. I don't think that's going to happen again. I think I got lucky there. Yeah, it was a glitch that day. GG. Still trying to figure the game out. But I know victory when I see it. Because of the victory. Dag nabbit. Screen mostly. Winky face smile. Alright, Young Yum's out again. We'll switch over to Brave, see what she's up to. Oh, look at that! What a board! Look at all this stuff going on. And she's got the underbite gal. That's kind of cool. It looks like we came in at a very juicy time. Although, I mean, look at that board. It's two layers thick. She's got a flyer. She's up against the Students of Time, so I'm guessing this is a story or a gauntlet or something. Not an opponent. Because you'd see the name up there.
On the horizon.
Still, a W is a W. Yeah, I want a reindeer too to be a panda friend. I am lost in the panda reindeer discussion. Mostly because I'm like 25 minutes late to the discussion. No, I shall never abandon my pandas. Just add another friend. There you go. Okay, that I understand. That I understand. She's not giving up pandas at the expense of a reindeer. Or reindeer. She's not gaining a reindeer at the expense of a panda, which is understandable. I heartily agree with that decision. Now I want to get a reindeer and dress him in a panda outfit. Perfect. Oh dear. Okay, I retract everything I just said. I don't understand that decision at all. I find that very peculiar and slightly odd, and yeah, that's just... What? What? Now, here's the thing. This is hypocritical. I would totally be down with a panda dressed as a reindeer. I think a panda with little reindeer horns, with little reindeer things and little hooves or whatever, or a little suit thing, I think that would be adorable. But I think a reindeer trying to wear a panda, it would just look like a black-eyed, zebra-looking creature. So I think panda dressed up as reindeer is aces. The other way around is an abomination. I'm trying not to be judgmental, but I can't help myself. It's about as old as Tesla, but the combat system is a bit different. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Much more akin to MTG. Gee. At least what I see so far.
Form ranks.
Whoa! Denise, did you just kill somebody to form ranks? Cruel and unusual. Or cruel and usual, depending on, I guess, how you play the game. I really don't understand what's so sick about reindeers.
Heathen. Yeah, I was going to say, please, somebody address that. I'm glad you gave it all caps. What isn't sick about reindeers, Macro? That's the question. Why don't you like reindeers? They bring us gifts on Christmas. Indirectly, yes. Indirectly. They still need to be driven by Santa, but they do give us gifts. And they make that adorable snuffing sound, and they're fluffy. Okay, now we're losing the plot a little. Gosh, boy howdy. As soon as I vouch for the credence of somebody's comment, the next comment, look at that. Oh, all the things. Oh, she's just ripped him a new one. Bam. Nice. Look at that. That has got to be a heck of a thing to manage right there. That has got to be like 8 feet of tightly braided hair. It's beautiful, but I do not envy her that battle thing. That's one thing I was wondering about Samus, like depending on what version of her we're talking about. Like you'd think she would have like a bob cut or something where it kind of comes down maybe to about here with the helmet and all, but it's like she's got these long flowing locks that don't go down to her butt. Where does all that hair go when she gets in the suit? But then again, I think the new lore is that the suit is actually a part of her skin. It actually like comes out of her body. It's like a genetic thing or something. So I guess the hair just becomes part of it. I don't know. It made a lot more sense in the 80s somehow. you should never say that. Nothing should ever make more sense in the 80s, but that kind of does. It was just like, oh. They look pretty darned good to me. All right, Yum Yum's back in the fray. We'll jump back in there. Catching it from the beginning this time. I do like that avatar. The only bummer is like when it went on the victory screen, when it gets big, you see you see like the rasterization, it's lower res, which is kind of weird. Like you would think everything in this game would be pretty high res, but when you get it really big, it kind of looks a little artifacty. I haven't started looking for original art yet.
Some mischief then?
I'm still clueless on half the stuff that happens. In that way, it feels very much like MTGA. I don't know what it is about acronyms that make me feel like it makes me sound smarter, more intelligent-ier. They're the fluffy creatures of seasonal generosity. I mean, let me look at reindeer. Rain, because in my head they're not fluffy, but okay, I get it. They've got the animal version of beards, I guess. So there you go. Sorry. Oh. There's the action. Okay. See, so we got a little.
A well-placed.
I mean, they're not like deer, which is what I had in my head. They got a little more fur. I don't know if I call them fuzzy, but I get it. They look very nice, although they probably are the type of animals. You know how ridiculous they would look without the antlers, though? I'm just looking at it right now. Like, I wouldn't know what the crap it is without the antlers. Like a deer, you look at a deer, and whether it's got antlers or not, it looks like a deer. I don't even know what I would think. Like, I'm like, is that a weird dog with a big snout? Is it a hairy cow? Like the antlers really give it the definition of what it is. Without those, it's just the most confusing looking animal in the world. I would never say it to its face, but what is this? Why are none of these cards are creatures? That's a painting. You're fighting with paintings? Banners? Is this? No, he's up against another human. This must be a different kind of deck, but I will say he's got the colors I want. Oh no, he's playing 3 colors. He's playing Redoran colors. Redoran colors. He's doing the trifecta. That's not the right word for it, but still. That's cool. And I guess I missed the point. These are actually dragons. So yeah, a lot of good stuff here from Yum Yum. At least the little bit that I'm understanding. But I like how we capitalized Fluffy Creatures of Seasonal Generosity as an official title. It's like a panda, just bigger and less able to climb trees.
Very true, but also a lot more sure on its feet, I'm sure, because pandas are probably the most unstable and tumbly creatures in the world. They have no coordination whatsoever. Oh, right. Aw, shucks, Christmas is 2 months away, and I already blew my chance of getting a present. Wait, what? No! Yum Yum, what happened? You see what I mean, though? You see how it's not crisp? I'm a little, it just surprises me a little bit. Like, this... Now, Legends had that, too. There was some card art for Legends that the highest resolution you could see. Oh, like, the different avatars you could choose. Some of them were crisp, like Nahagleave, and some of them, like, the Wisp Mother. The Wisp Mother avatar was just like that. It was kind of fuzzy, not really high resolution for some reason, and they never changed it. It's very strange. Not avatar, but like the card deck. You know, you could throw a picture on your card deck, like pick a picture that represents your deck. The Wisp Mother in that always was low res for some reason, and I don't know why. But it made me sad, and I never used the Wisp Mother because I don't do low res. Jim Money's all about the high res. You know what I'm saying? High resolution. High resolution. Who's talking? Is it Brave? Bigger text though. All right. Trying it again. Looks like similar deck. These look like. Let me ask him. Is this a? Who was it that did that? Similar to...
Gotta hurry, gotta fly.
Oh, no, there's a creature. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Hyper aggro. Okay. Gotcha. I just saw a lot of action cards.
New world, new one.
Bodies now. Let's see.
Great.
2 months away. Wait, is it? We got 3 months. But I guess, yeah, different parts of the world, maybe? Exactly. And they don't fall over as much, so they're more efficient. That, yes, absolutely. Everything can be solved by the simple offering of a carrot, Macro. Very true. Saw a bunch of resource cards before got flooded. Okay, gotcha. Okay. That's why we saw him concede. He just got a bunch of... So, I mean, it is a little bit of a bummer this game suffers from the one of the big things that Magic the Gathering suffers from or can suffer from, which is either getting mana saturation, or in this case, sigil saturation, or creature saturation with no sigils to play them. Which that was the great thing about Legends. You almost always had the resources. As long as you had some kind of curve, you would always have the resources to play something. Whereas here you are dependent on, and like, so right now he's got a bunch of 1-drops, so I guess that's what makes this aggro. He's got a bunch of tiny little bodies. With charge. And they're doing good. Oh, he's got him down to 4 already. I was like, oh, how are we doing here? But no, man, that's wow. See, we haven't come across an aggressive deck like that via the AI. So, but they are out there. Let this be a warning to you. If you are going to play... Oh, but he's also got Yum Yum down pretty far, too. But it looks like... But now he attacked with that, so he's going to attack with both of those. Are these instants? Is that why he was willing to... That's a fast. Yes, okay. Get 1 damage to an enemy if it dies this turn, so he's going to be able to play that. Oh, no. It's the enemy turn. Okay, I thought he was going to be able to do 3 damage. Does he have endurance? Does not. So he can't block.
Bah.
So he gives it charge.
Oh, no. No, 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 no. Oh, that's it, isn't it? No! Okay, so he's got one blocker. Oh, so he's got it. Nice! All right, let's see what Bray's up to here. Is she? She's against Arcanium Army. I thought that said Arcanium Amy, which made me think it was a person, but no. She's still trying out her deck against the AI, trying to prove it out, work it out, make it make sense, as they say. Yeah, whatever. Iraq's airspace is no fly zone, so I don't imagine any reindeer are going to come down on my house and give me anything, whether it is a saint or devil. That's very true. I mean, yeah, if your entire country's a no-fly zone, that is a bit that does make it hard for Santa, because I don't think Santa will violate that. That's antithetical to his whole deal. So yeah, it's a bit of a bummer. Maybe if you could make an exception and just put like on the roof of your house, like, this is a safe landing zone, and put the carrot out, I think you might get some better results. But that is kind of tough. He might just not calculate it in his trip anymore, so he'd be flying over and be like, oh damn, there's somebody, but we can't stop because I didn't factor him in. It's sad. I'm depressed now. Just write Santa a letter. Yep, that'll work too. Behave for the rest of the year and you will be okay, Macro. Ugnip, I like your innocence, and that is a very sound strategy. Can't go wrong. At worst case scenario, you just were a well-behaved person. No harm, no foul. Reindeer care, not for mere mortals. No fly zones. Yeah, it's a problem though. Reindeer aren't, but Santa's the one who's got to dish out the liability. Like he's the one that could be taken to court and everything, and you know he would be. Or anti-air. The reindeer are like, hey, let's go, let's do it. And he's like, I'm paying your life insurance. This sleigh has 2,000 years on it or so. It's not going to hold up to any kind of strafing. So yeah, I think Santa's just he's got to balance his duties with his responsibilities, which sounds redundant because they're kind of the same thing. Yeah.
Leave them alone and they'll come home.
Okay, that was creepy. The heck was that? Little Red Riding Hood? More or less? Kriva? Or Kriva? The Crimson Scythe. It's a cool name. I mean, very, very creepy, but a cool summon sheep. Well, hey, if you got... Well, no, because you summon it directly. I was going to say, if you combine that with a card that gives +1 to everything in your hand, that's pretty cool, but not sure what... Seriously. Stop summoning her, Denise. Stop summoning her. Does she automatically get kicked back? So she has charge. At the end of your turn, put Kriv in your hand. Play a sheep. Okay, so if you're going to play Kriva, you have to be ready to hear her voice line over and over and over again. Until she dies. I mean, it's kind of nice to always have a card to play, but...
Leave them alone and they'll come home.
Kriva, you're creepy. You're a creepy girl. You're weirding everybody out. But at least it's doing damage for you. It'd be even worse if you're the opponent and you got to hear that summon every time. And you got to lose a card pretty much every time because she's a freaking 9/7. Oh, he just farted. That was kind of cute. Glory in battle.
And they'll come home.
Ooh. If they create a muted version of her, I would probably use her. But I don't want to hear that creepy voice. Pandas obey human laws, but reindeer never. That's very true. That's a fact. That is a fact. That's been proven on many different channels and documentaries. How else are they going to come down to me? They fly down from the sky to everybody's houses. By the power of Christmas miracles. Nods knowingly. Indeed. Liza knows stuff. She has convictions. She has convictions. They must be incorporeal or some shit. Otherwise, either they're not real or real, but avoidant to countries that are not first world.
Leave them
Well,
alone and they'll come home.
I mean, there is some physics tomfoolery because there's no way feasibly for Santa to make it around the world, even all the first world countries, or even just America. Like, Santa could not feasibly in any way. He couldn't even deliver to my entire neighborhood. Well, maybe my neighborhood. But he's not going to be able to reach all the people. Even in a small country. Like the UK, that's probably one of the smaller countries I can think of. Like a full blown out first world country. He couldn't even deliver to them without some shenanigans. So there are shenanigans. I'm just not sure which one applies to where. Look, they're enthusiastic, but they are kind of hit or miss whatever country you're in. Yeah, that's very true. Their hearts are in the right place, but their brains very rarely. I don't know how creepy the card is the first time playing it.
Leave them alone and they'll come home.
Kill her. Kill her dead. I'm beating the crap out of the sign. Oh, hellfire is raining down. Look at that. Look at that. I'm making the ceiling cave in with my fierce clicking.
And they'll come home.
No, stop the nightmare. I mean, she's whittling them down. The opponent keeps trying to put cards down, and she just keeps popping in and knocking them out one at a time. So eventually attrition will set in. Why the sheep as well? Yeah, I don't know. Well, wait, are the sheep what give her powers?
Focus.
Like, why is she a 9/7? That's my question. I guess that's just her natural size. She's just a big body, but a 4 cost? That can't be her natural size. She's getting buffed from something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is there a chance she comes out as a... No, because then that would be a 2-0. I don't know. It's weird, Denise. Weird.
Leave
Yeah.
them alone and they'll come home.
They're kind of creepy, too. Goats are freaky, man. They got those horizontal eyes. Vertical eyes, sorry. Vertical eyes. Don't mess with goat. Or is it goat? No, it is goats that have, it's horizontal, but they're blocks. They're blocks. Cats have vertical. They have blocks. They literally, they're squares. It's very weird to see like hard angles on an animal, on any kind of physical fleshy being. But their eyes, you look into their dead demonic eyes, they just got little rectangles in there. It's just creepy as hell. Let's see here. Actually, they're only seen in countries where it snows. If they came in the winter, in my country, they'd feel like the outside is just over air conditioned. 15 degrees. Yeah, that is true, Macro. I mean, and I mean, that's why Florida, California, and Texas really don't get much of a Christmas, or don't get the reindeer treatment because we don't have snow. I mean, well, actually, no, this year we did. We actually had a very light dusting of like 1 inch or so. There you go, Denise.
And they'll come
Yeah.
home.
I know I would. Yes, as soon as you see Kriva, unless you've got a silence. See, silence would be perfect. That's exactly what we need here. I don't care if you take away her effect at all. Just take away her freaking voice. And then she can't pop back in. So yeah, unless you've got a silence and you see this card, you might as well just concede, because otherwise she's going to be doing her creepy creepiness the entire time. With all of her goats and sheep just kind of staring at you, munching on their marijuana. Well, when Santa came to Australia, he was either very hot in his suit or he just turned up in shorts, t-shirt, and flip-flops. Oh, that's true. Yeah. Because even though Australia does have cold weather,
It's inverted, so they actually are in the balmy heat of the summer when Santa's supposed to be coming around. He probably just kind of shakes his head. He's like, "What are you guys doing down here in the southern hemisphere?" So weird. And actually, there was a tradition in Australia where Santa would switch out of the reindeer for kangaroos. What? So maybe it'd be the same over there. No.
Safe travels, friend.
Why, Elijah, why would you volunteer that kind of information? That's the kind of stuff like somebody would dig up on you and be like, hey, you're from that country that swapped reindeer for kangaroos. That's not, no, I mean, how do kangaroos fly? Reindeers fly. We know this. It's a proven fact. Kangaroos hop. How in the world is Santa getting around with hopping? Like, that would be the most jerky ride ever, and he wouldn't be in the air. Like, that makes no sense. 0 sense. That's weird. Weird. Yeah, I guess you could swap him out for camels if it's a heat thing.
Meet my ox.
She is buffed due to several war cry creatures, but it was like, oh, okay. Which, hey, I mean, that's a good combination, honestly, for a card that's going to get summoned again and again with charge. But your army composition is definitely starting to skew heavily towards the sheep. I mean, this guy will not die. Come on, Arcanium army. Just give it up already. You're pathetic. I feel like this thing has been dragging this game on for like an extra 20 minutes. Know when you're licked. By the sheep. Being summoned by...
Leave them alone and they'll come home.
I'm guessing there's got to be like a buff thing, deck or a card you can play that makes these sheep worth something, but right now they're just bodies. Itty bitty little bodies. Alright, one more to go. Maybe 2, depending what card. Hey, a flyer! Oh, nice! Okay. Very well done. Wow, that's a pretty powerful deal. So it's a 5 cost flying charge. Oh, that's a legendary. Dag nabbit. I was gonna say that looks like it would fit in my dinosaur deck. One of my dinosaur deck, my dragon deck. But dang, those legendaries. Way out of my budget. There you go. Finish him. Dun, 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 dun. And there we go. Nicely done. Leave them alone and they'll come home. Oh, no. Denise, why? Hopefully Yum Yum isn't playing that card.
Hit me and I bite back.
Did you say hit me and I bite back? I think she did. She said hit me and I bite back.
No,
Huh. Alright.
I will have justice.
The only thing they'd be switching out with reindeer over here is Toyota Helixes. The average worker man's ride in this here glorious incandescent country. Very poetically stated, Macro. And hey, you could do worse than a Toyota, that's for darn sure. Indeed. Unique.
Never stop. Never break.
I laugh in the face of danger. Santa would appreciate the air conditioning for sure. I don't know if they have air conditioning. Does it? Or has it ever snowed in Sydney or any of the coastal cities in Australia? It does snow in Melbourne from time to time, but it's all the way down at the bottom of the country. Okay. Short missing where the reindeer reference came from is my favorite thing today. Dagnabbit! Where's the second part of it? Where's the fact that he was missing it from this particular reference? To be fair, all the population and GDP and agriculture and everything in Australia is in the southernmost corner of it. Mostly, yes. There are also a fair amount of East Coast and up on the West Coast. Once again, Schwart is the voice of reason. The yin to my crazy yang, as it were. Yes, Panda dressed up as a reindeer makes more sense. Oh no, Yum Yum. Well, that's a bummer. Wait, he's not. But now he's running what looks like an assassin. Yum Yum back into the fray. Oh. Now he is... Looks like we're back to the red room. Okay. So still doing aggro. Which is weird. I don't know that... I have to remember. Well... I'm trying to remember if Yum Yum was very aggro or not. I don't know. I'm losing all my memories of the old days. And he's testing a new build. Well, we know one card that doesn't make the cut. Not because it isn't good, but because it's creepy and annoying. But
I'll move
I mean, to be fair, all the population in GDP. Okay, let's see. I think that flyer comes in a I think that flyer comes in Sayonara chapter, but forget which. Oh, okay, okay. I gotcha.
A weapon for every occasion.
Oh, poo. I missed it. That is a bummer. It's kind of cool. It looks like somebody from over here. There's somebody hidden over here, and he's shooting at the target. Pew, 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 pew.
This'll do the trick.
Oh, wow, this thing reacts. I made the crystals shoot each other. Pew, pew, pew.
Are you ready?
Brave is victorious this day. Indeed. Indeed. And an emphatic celebration was had by all.
The only way to travel.
Does anybody here know the show The Goodies? And why am I... do you mean The Goonies, Eliza? Is that the Australian version of The Goonies? Is The Goodies? And why my brain keeps singing Goody Goody Yum Yum whenever Yum Yum is referenced. It's just me, isn't it? It is. It is just you. Yeah. I'm sorry, Eliza. It is just you. And obviously you're not referring to the Goonies, so I can't even relate in that regard. But you know what? The fun thing will be trying to figure out whether or not that's, we need to have like a game show. Is it real or is it Eliza? And so she'll be like, oh, fun fact. There's a cool song in Australia called Boop Boop Boop. And you've got to figure out whether or not that's real or whether it's not, because it's equally as bizarre, some of the things that actually are in Australia, and a lot of things that come out of Eliza's imagination. So it's really kind of a crapshoot. You just gotta try to figure out. It was an expansion, not a chapter, so it would take 25,000 gold to get. Good.
Do the trick.
I only need 23 more. So 20.
Are you ready, young guns?
Yeah, that's the only bummer. The resource gathering here. Mid combo now. Ah, excellent. Love me some mid. Oh, he's got quite an eclectic cadre of heroes here. Well, he's got the kitty scratching and all that. Sorry, I should be following along a little more closely, but I am almost caught up. I am almost caught up. I vaguely recall the goodies, but it was before my time. It just got repeated. Loads on TV, don't know. Theme, tune, backstory. Okay, so perhaps it is a real thing. I'm super flooded right now. Oh, that was Yum Yum talking about a couple of games ago when he just got a bunch of mana there. Sorry, Yum Yum. I'm way behind, but I am catching up here. I see the end. It's almost there. Just wanted to say thanks for the sympathy, Eliza and Ugnip. Really means the solar system to me that you talked with me about my social situations and shit. Very welcome, Macro. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's community right there. We're always around, Macro. Never be afraid to talk to us, and brave of you to share. And of course, NPS? L? No, just NPS exclamation point. I did forget about saying his propensity to follow the law. That's a good point there, Jesse, from 10 minutes ago. Wow. Wow. Just adding a little bit there to just turn the knife. Couldn't just say that's a great point there. Nope, Jesse from 10 minutes ago. Alluding to my less than prompt
Shaping the future.
messaging.
A new generation.
There he goes. Well, that was looked like a decisive win for the mid. Oh wait, that's brave. There's. How many decks are you rotating now? Enough cards for several options. Deck is a combo-ish deck where you play 6-cost Divining Rod on a charge creature. Divining Rod, eh? I'll have to take a gander. Legendary? If it's a legendary, there ain't no way in heck it's going to happen. But if it's not a legendary, then I might get it. Minions of Shadow. All right, so we're testing out the AI some more. Rare, which is an epic and Tessel. Okay. 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 Cool. I can technically afford it then. But you can't say about a lot of cool cards right now, right? A lot of cool cards in the game, can't afford them. Never in a million years. I've been playing this game for 5 days now, and I have like 2,000 gold. That's not going to get me there. Or 2,000 crystal things. That creepy girl singing followed by a sheep bleeding was strangely satisfying. Okay. That's an adjective, I think, right? Adjective? Satisfying, creepy, disturbing. I mean, it's kind of all the same thing. 6 of one, half dozen of another. Oh, she's a little Bo Peep. Oh, there you go. Leave them alone and they'll come home. Wagging their tails behind them. Actually, let's. I don't think sheep. I mean, sheep have tails, but I don't think they can wag their tails. Let's see. Sheep. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure they're just fluffy balls of cotton back there. They can't wag them. Maybe I could be wrong. No. Look at that ass. It doesn't. It looks like a face. It looks like a nose with a little bit of a mouth. Like you could put eyes, and its the rear end would look like its front. They're not wagging those things. But doesn't it? It looks like a little nose, and then there's like the thing you put. It's like a sheepdog. You can put ears right here and a little 2 eyes there, like boof, boof. Speaking out of your ass, there, sheep. Anyway, I know it's pedantic. I apologize, but I see we need to be clear when we're talking about what animals, what they can and cannot do with their posteriors. Are there any nursery rhyme characters in Eternals, or is Bo Peep just a random creepy insert? I think she's just a random creepy insert. It's the first one I've seen anyway. Anybody else see any, let me know, but I think she's the only one. But like she was a Bo Peep Red Riding Hood kind of thing. She had the red, the very distinctly red accoutrement of Little Red Riding Hood, and then but yeah, like you said, but the shepherding of the Bo Peep. That's why the sheep. That makes sense. Yep. The reindeer reference came from Ugnip's trip to Tromsø, where he saw a reindeer. I missed. I saw the trip, but I didn't see that he saw a reindeer. Are you? Here we go. Here we go. The plug. Are you ever feeling bored? Fear not. The new Humble Bundle is here today with a remedy. Go to Remedy Bundle and check out how you can save £170, probably $200, and play some classics and some new. HumbleBundle.com. Nicely done, Denise. I'm sorry. This is the thing. This is how it always goes. Might be ready for a human foe. Did we spoil where it came from in the end?
I'll move anything for a price.
The only way.
Yeah, I don't know how I missed the reindeer thing. That must have been a private chat because I would have seen it with my very acute vision had I not had it been said here in the chat. But it clearly wasn't. So, and Baldric, there he is. And at this time, it must be post board game Baldric. Yes, Baldric coming back from board game with the chums. Usually, this is the time, like after you're done hanging out, playing some games. My amusement was satisfied. Excellent. Also, shout out to the ad breaks, bargains, Humble Bundle. Go get yours. There you go. Humble Bundle. Go get yours.
The blood of Makar connects Zolta.
That sounded like she was just stating a fact, but she was very angry about it. 7-Eleven is open 7 hours a day. It was 24 hours a day, but you know what I'm saying? Like that was a very dramatic reading. I'm getting a bit sleepy as well. Yeah, I can understand that. Well, I have no relic removal in the deck or site removal, so unlikely to stand up. I made it more for friendlies. Ah, I see.
Hold on!
Bathe in my
And yeah, the hour grows late.
Be purified.
Hey, so I got a pop quiz for y'all. Pop quiz. What are the riders in black in Lord of the Rings called? There are pretty much two acceptable answers. But the riders in black, there's 9 of them. They ride the horsies in Lord of the Rings. Without looking it up, you can't look at Google. Just off the top of your head, can anybody tell me what they're called?
Molding young minds.
No, Baldric. Schwartz did not get a hang of this game. He looks like he knows what he's doing. Oh, I'm not playing, Baldric. Hey, we're watching Yum Yum right now. We were watching Denise before. They both know what they're doing. I played against the AI and won, but I would say 30 to 40% of what was happening, I did not know what was happening. I was just playing kind of what made sense and letting the game do its thing. So I'm getting a little more familiar, but well, that looks like a pulsing, throbbing eyeball right there. If I learn that sheep don't wag their tails, my day will be ruined. They do. How do they wag their tails? How do you wag this? How do you wag this? This is not a tail. This is a little flap of butt covering. This is a sheep's natural loincloth. How does it wag that? It can't wag that. They don't. It's impossible. Physics defy the wagging of a tail that's like 2 inches long. Wow, y'all are in on it, huh? Defying. Don't let your don't believe your lying eyes, or believe your lying eyes, or no, don't believe your truthful eyes, but believe the lies you're being told that you should despise. That was forced. I apologize. Hey, that wasn't. Damn, I'm good. I remain happy. All is right with the world. Meh. I'm refraining from this pop quiz. It isn't a direct dig at me at all. I don't know what you're talking about, Eliza. I'm just trying to see how educated people are in general. Yeah, almost died in D&D due to fuzzy giant spiders. You know, Denise's kind. Yep. With hair like cocker spaniels. Oh, I bet they have tails too that they wag, don't they, Baldwin? Little waggy tails. They're probably this long, but they wag them because, you know, they're spiders, and spiders we all know have waggy tails. You missed the question. The question, Baldric, the 9 riders in black in Lord of the Rings, what are they called? Just out of curiosity, what are they called? There's 2 different titles I think you could give them that I would accept. But what are the 9 riders in black called? Aw, cute furry spiders. Oh my gosh. Yes, there are 9 of them. There are 9 of them. The answer can't be the name, a descriptor that I gave you. So when I say 9 riders in black, you could call them the 9 or riders in black, but I'm giving you that much already. So what would be the title of them as a whole, or the individual deal? It has less to do with them riding and more with the reason they're affiliated with Sauron. That's as much of a hint as I can give you. Okay, there we go. There's one of that. Yes, that is the answer. I feel like I'm doing a really bad version of the riddle game from The Hobbit with Bilbo and Gollum. Like, what is it, precious? What is the answer to the riddle? The Nazgul. But yes, there you go. Well, actually, Baldric, you confused me, sir. You're usually on point. The Nazgul is the group, so you don't have a group of Nazguls. It is the Nazgul, as in that is their title. The group of 9 is the Nazgul, or the other answer would be the ring wraiths. So you could have 1 ring wraith, 2 ring wraiths, but the Nazgul is referencing the group as a whole. It's kind of like the Boy Scouts. That's not a good example because the Boy Scouts is plural. But it's not the Nazguls. So they're not like the Boy Scouts. It's like the Legion. There you go. You wouldn't say the Legions. You would say they're from the Legion. The Legion of the Burning Hells instead of the Legions from the Burning Hells. Oh, this whole thing is just going sideways and south at the same time. Oh, gosh. It was my fault. Yes, Wraith Kings. Which I thought she said Ring Kings, which at least that has the rhyme to it. It sounds a little more ridiculous, but no less preposterous. Am I wrong? And I would like to point out that I wasn't calling out Eliza on this. All I did was ask an innocent question, and she took it all like I was talking about her. I totally forgot about our conversation, Eliza. I didn't know that I didn't remember you completely butchering it. After you nailed the quote from Aragorn, or it's applied to Aragorn, but it's the all who wander are not lost. Because something the frost, all who wander are not lost. Something king. I don't remember the whole thing, but you identified that correctly. And then what was it your housemate said? You were like, oh, Lord of the Rings. She's like, no, Crate and Barrel, or whatever the store she bought it from was. Had no idea. And I mean, to be fair, usually when you hear that saying, or if that saying is quoted and there is an image with it, it's usually the Tree of Gondor, like that silhouette, that they use on the banners. So it kind of makes you think of fantasy. If you don't know Tolkien, at least you're thinking fantasy. But it was just kind of like pine trees or something. So it wasn't exactly like it didn't look like a quote per se from a book. It's just funny to think that like God bless this house is in the same category as all who wander are not lost. Pardon, in my language they have plural. The flying things are called the fell beasts. Yes, no, that is true. That is true, Baldric. That is true. What they ride are the fell beasts. They were human kings who became wraiths. I said, oh, Lord of the Rings. And she said, Hobby Lobby. That was it. Yes, Hobby Lobby. Yeah. Oh, Oh, Hobby Lobby. Hobby Lobby. Yeah. Oh, 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 Hobby Lobby.
But now if she said that wryly, like she was joking, then I give her props. Like that's funny. But otherwise, that's sacrilege. Like, I hope you opened the good book, and by that I mean The Lord of the Rings, and opened it to that page because you have it memorized. We all do.
Supply what you need.
341 in Fellowship, and you pointed right to it, and you're like, no, it did not originate in Hobby Lobby. Hobby Lobby is a nice place, but it is not the place from which that quote originated. And you educated her so that her life is better, and she felt duly embarrassed at her guffaw. In the movie, when Sauron talks to Gandalf, he just called them the Nine. The Nine have less Minnith Morgul. Yeah, I don't remember how he calls them in the books. I mean, so yeah, there is the Nine. I mean, so I guess my point was, it wasn't that you were wrong. It was just that because I said the 9 riders in black, I was looking for an answer that used words other than the ones that I'd used to describe them, you see? Because otherwise you could just kind of guess and be like, well, the 9 riders? And you're like, well, yeah, technically. So that was it. It wasn't wrong. They are often referred to as the 9 or the Nazgul or the Ring Wraiths. But not ever once were they called the Ring Kings or the King Rings or the Wraith Kings. Ring Wraiths. Ring Wraiths. They are not defined by their kingness. They're defined by their ringness. So if I go to page 341, that quote is on the page. I mean, it depends on what edition you're talking about, Eliza. I mean, there's a very specific edition that I'm referring to that I don't know if it's in print anymore, if anybody would know what I'm talking about. But yes, in theory, if you had that exact book, it's possible that you would see that quote there. Yeah. And I'll stand by that. Well, Gandalf was incorrect, clearly. Eliza, it was Saruman who said the 9 have left Minas Morgul. You know what, Eliza? You know what the problem is here? You need to balance. How many times have you seen the Harry Potter series? How many times? Well, actually, no. I should say how many times you read the books, because I know you weren't necessarily... You liked the movies, but you thought the books were better, and that there was you were missing some things versus the books. So how many times have you read those versus how many times have you read Lord of the Rings? Because I think, they talk about work-life balance. If you're going to be a pothead, you need to have a good Tolkien, what's her name? What is her name? Rawlings balance. You can't be so you can't be so immersed and so far into Harry Potter that you can quote verbatim, spells and all that kind of stuff from there, and not know who's saying what in Lord of the Rings, or not know what page that famous quote that everybody knows what page it's on is from. You say. Well, again, I've seen the movies maybe twice, read the books so many times. See? Gosh, last time I read those books was 2 decades ago. See, no, that's so wrong, Baldrick. That is so wrong. See, look, I'm not one to judge. Kink shaming is one thing, but like Lord of the Rings are meant to be read at least once a year, typically around Christmas time. It only takes about a week to get through it all if you pace it out and you just kind of. But I mean, when the weather is cold, when the weather outside is frightful, Lord of the Rings is so delightful. And if you don't know they're called the Nazgul, let it snow. That rhyme would have worked if I was Eminem. I could have pronounced it to make that work, but I didn't. I'm not, so I didn't. But anyway. But yeah, you should be reading them once a year, Baldrick. Refresh it once a year. Out of 365 days, I feel like you can take 6 days to refresh your appreciation of Lord of the Rings. It really is one of those books that you do kind of feel like you can settle in with. Like Harry Potter, just the volume of volumes. The fact you've got, what, is it 9 books? The 9 books? The King Wraith books? Like, there's a lot of them, so I feel like you really got to get in. I think because they are written, at least the initial one, right? I think she wrote them for a younger audience. They're more like Hobbit level. I think they're probably easier to get through. You can move through them faster. But it's a copious amount of books. Whereas I feel like the whole Lord of the Rings trilogy, it fits in one book that's this thick.
And I feel like it's, you know, you just get through it, especially if you do what I do, and I know Elijah, you do this. If you skip the okay, I shouldn't say stupid. If you skip the poetry, that's like almost half the book right there. If you just go, okay, the elves are talking about a thing and a person, and she was cute, and the guy was okay, and crappy things happened, and that's it. And we don't really care about them too much. Unless you care about the lore, it's not a big deal. So if you skip over all the songs, and oh my gosh, the amount of times that these people break into song, I'm like, it's really hard for me to buy into this whole we're on this dire quest thing and we could die at any moment, when it was just like, and Sam, walking through the woods, looked up and just began to sing quietly to himself. The orcs are swarming all around you, and Sam just is struck with a desire to burst into song about starry night, night with the stars alight. Something. You know, it's just that, and Tolkien's just relentless borrowing of the word pale. Look, Lord of the Rings is not a perfect work, and I say this not only because I am an amazing writer myself who has written absolutely nothing, but because it's just true. They should have edited out at least half of the time he used the word pale. Either use another word or nothing at all. Everything doesn't have to be pale. If everything is pale, nothing is pale.
Will not be tolerated.
Oh, and I've got that guy too. Ooh, that guy there, the 6'6". Ooh, he's a hard card. He's a hard card. Where is he? Where are you? Where are you, buddy? Where are you? He's in here. I know he is. I saw him in here. I was like, he's cool. Let's put him in here. Where is he? Where's the guy? Nope, that's not him. Where is he? Where are you? Don't kill him before I get to the card. There he is. Roland, the Iron Fist. There he is. That's the guy. That's the guy from the screen. He's in a card. I don't know. I don't know why I enjoy that so much, but I regret nothing. It's just fun. It's just cool. I honestly didn't expect almost any of these cards to be from the in-game. I thought they were kind of going to be their own thing. There are a lot here. I don't know if they're in that game or not, but there's a lot of cards in the game that aren't here. But apparently there are also a lot of cards that are in here, so that's kind of cool. Anyway, look, all I was trying to do is provide a clear visual reference for what the Dementors looked like, and my benevolent deed devolved into being grammarized. Wait, what? Grammarized?
Shaping
No.
Shaping a new generation.
No. Wait, no. I had nothing but good things to say about your summary of the events.
A new
I
generation.
didn't. You went on to take you overstretched. Well, you should have just stuck with the Harry Potter thing. You tried to equate them, or you made a reference to Lord of the Rings, and it was an offhanded comment to your credit. But then you were like, "Is that what they were called?" And you're like, "Absolutely, I'm sure that's exactly what they were called. There's no question in my mind that they were called the Ring Kings," and then you just moved on. So I had nothing but kind words to say for the Harry Potter portion of your tale. There's a ladder? Is there, like... we never covered that, I don't think, with Beowulf or with Brave, because I never really thought about going that far, or that I would get that far, but yeah, I'm just kind of curious if you can actually, like, level up and stuff. Yeah, I was on it for all my matches. Currently silver. Nice, okay. Nice. So, silver, gold, platinum, gem of some kind. So yeah, Yum Yum's doing good. Dawn Walker. A lot of these guys have stuff growing out of their heads and their shoulders. Looks very painful.
Blink and you'll miss it.
Well, then I won't blink, so then I don't miss it. But yeah. How do you not know how many books there are? How many? I stopped with Children of Hurin book. So many similar sounding names. I got lost and confused several times while reading it and finally gave up. Wait a minute. What, Baldric, we talking about Tolkien or are we talking about Potter? Because I know a lot of people, especially Silmarillion, people don't necessarily finish Tolkien stuff, but I thought everybody finished Potter. See, I don't skip anything in HP. Love the Silmarillion and the Unfinished. Oh, no, okay, so you weren't talking about that. Okay.
You're a sad bunch.
Which is pretty good. I mean, the Silmarillion, that's probably some of the thicker literature I've read. But also part of it is I don't know how much of it is like fairy tale-ish and how much of it like yeah, I don't know. Metaphoric and how much of it is just like spot on. But it seems to be pretty...
You cannot put out the light.
I was like, you can't put out. I'm like, okay. Will not put out. That looks dangerous right there. That is a premium, legendary, flying, mechanical wasp. Rift Feeder Wasp. Draw 2 power cards from your deck. Damn! That's a heck of a card right there. For a 5 cost, you get to draw 2 power cards, which I think is... Oh, look at how many cards this guy has! I've never seen that many cards in somebody's hand in this game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, he's got some card that allows him to draw cards. When you start a turn at night, draw an additional card and take 1 damage. Oh, so this is very much like Magic the Gathering. Magic is always trading a life for card or a resource, for resources essentially. So you're pretty much slashing yourself to get powers, and usually, especially if you're controlling, they've got ways to mitigate that. Yeah. Weird seeing that in these colors though. Like I always think that stuff adds like black or purple, but that looks to be. It's a red and gold deck with that creepy looking bastard right there. Very happy to be in a self-harm deck. It's interesting. I mean, it's not self-harm technically. But Children of Húrin is token book. Okay. You said there were 9 HP books and there are 7. I took a stab at it. Eliza, I took a stab. It's 9 movies though, right? Is it 9 movies? How many Harry Potter movies are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 8. All right. So, yeah. So, which is okay. I don't mind being wrong. See, I'm not getting all razzle dazzled about it. I can miss the number. I knew there were more than 7, less than 10. So I took a stab and I came up a little over. You know what? I was referring. So show us how much of a fan you are. Unbeknownst to most so-called fans of the series, you know, there is a 9th book that she wrote, but she ended up just taking pieces of it and putting it in other books, and so it was 9 originally, the 9 Ring Kings, and then she condensed it down to 7. And then made it 8 again. It's a confusing thing. I know it's hard to keep track of. Ladder only shows rank when at legend. Oh, okay. So otherwise you're just seeing the legend. Okay. Bronze, silver, gold, diamond, master. There it is. Okay. Bronze, silver, gold, diamond, master. All right. So Yum Yum is kind of not quite in the middle of the pack, but he's close. The Divining Rod deck, I got top 100 masters. Holy cow. Oh, so you're all up in this game. I thought maybe you were relatively new, but no. Nicely done. But yeah, that sounded like a Tolkien book, but I would say I've never heard of it, but I would not be able to tell you anything about it. Was that? Yeah, that's weird. Yeah. Another victory for Yum Yum. Exactly. Yep. Now again, the last one was he got out. Yeah.
How
But I mean,
can
that card draw was ridiculous. You're essentially drawing 2 cards a turn, and it's costing you 1 life. I mean, come on. Come on. That almost guarantees you're going to find your sigils quick. Now, if Yum Yum had been running his aggro deck, it might have been different, perhaps. But that would have been rough. Ladder only showed... Okay, it's about the first human tribes and the curse Morgoth set on them. The book was finished and published by his son Christopher. Ah, okay, okay, that makes sense.
You're
That makes
sad
sense.
punch.
Hey, Tewer? Tewer? How do I pronounce that? Tewer. Well, let's say Tewer. How do I like getting beat down by the best mechanic in Eternal? Sarcasm. Oh, how am I liking getting beat down? Well, I've only really played the AI, so I'm guessing most of the people in this game are old heads. Wait, is that you, Yum Yum? No, that can't be you. You're Yum Yum. Yum Yum is Yum Yum. Yum Yum has been in the chat already. Who dis? Do I know ye? Terror, because I know a lot of times we'll have people where I know your Discord name, but I don't know your YouTube name. But most of the people in this game are old heads. See, I knew Yum Yum was Yum Yum. I am Terror. This is a funny exchange. Yum Yum just says Yum Yum. Yum Yum, Yum Yum. I am Terror. Yes, Terror. I just didn't know if I was pronouncing that correctly. Like, is it... I mean, I guess really that's the only way to pronounce it, right? Terror? I got here from the DVD Discord. Wait, DWD. 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 Well, welcome from the Discord. So yeah, right now I am not playing. So I did play a few games. I am at the still figuring out what the heck I'm doing. Playing chapters and gauntlets against the AI, trying to figure stuff out. I haven't even built my first deck yet. But similar to what we do with Legends, I fortunately have some friends like Yum Yum, like Denise and Beowulf, who do play this game and are good at it. In fact, Tower, if you want to... Direwolf Digital. Oh, okay. Excellent. Okay, fantastic. Yeah, no, it's... Oh, all right, so we got a bit of a cold streak here. Eternal launched a little before Tesla and was by the same dev. Yeah, that part I knew. I knew that it was by the same dev. I'm just glad to see him still supporting it. Like I said, they came out with a physical version of the game. It's a little bit different, but it looks like it's got a lot of the same cards and everything. But yeah, so Tower, if you want to, if you know your player name, we can add you. And then if you're playing while the stream is going on, I'll be happy to spectate the games. And it's not like to commentate right now or anything, because I'm still trying to figure out what's going on. But I'm happy to see high level players playing the game. And you know, Yum Yum here got up to the top 100 on Master, which is fantastic. So I'm guessing Tower that, because you said best mechanic in Eternal, so. Is that like a common? Because you know, a lot of times if there's a kind of deck or something that's in the meta, you know, it's just kind of assumed that you're getting beat down by that. Like, oh, you're getting beat down by Invade or by Burn Assassin or whatever. So is mechanic is mechanic the one that was that the one we were just talking about, the red and gold with the you lose a life, gain a card? Is that why you were referring to that directly or specifically? But yeah, so yeah, that wasn't that's the confusion. I wasn't actually playing on. I wish I was at this level. This is all Yum Yum right here. Although if I did make a deck, it was going to be Warrior Colors, which is the purple and red. Oh, I just noticed Denise. Gore to see another Eternal player here. I'm unfortunately just checking in while making dinner. Recruit was what I was referring to. Oh. Also, your spectate is bugged and showing opponent with 2 times as many cards. Oh, no kidding! Okay, so... 1, 2, 3, 4,
All right, so 6 or 7 cards right now then? I guess that makes sense because I was like, I thought there was a hand max you could have. My Divining Rod deck I played earlier was a recruit deck. Ah, okay. It's very strong. Okay, now I understand. You see, all it takes is 2 people
Happy hours.
explaining different references for me to get the full picture of what's going on. So, okay, so that was the comment. That was why. And yeah, I've got no clue about the name. Opponent has 4 cards right now. Oh, so that's more than double. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So it's actually close to almost triple the amount of cards. That's interesting. And not really helpful. But I will say, I mean, I'm grateful for spectator mode because Magic the Gathering doesn't have anything at all. GG! Nicely done. Yum yum. So I'm grateful to have it in general, but it does leave a lot to be desired in the grand scheme of things. Good to know. Excuse me. Like, you can't see. Yeah, it's very basic. Like you can just see what's on the screen. You don't see the mouse, like what cards he's choosing. You don't see if he's picking something from his market, I think is what it's called. We can't really see that either. Obviously, the cards in the opponent's hands are off a little bit. I don't know how much spectating is going on. I don't know if that's a popular thing to do at the moment, but yeah, Magic the Gathering Arena in decades behind this marvelous new tech of the Eternal card game, right? It is a bummer, like for the Magic thing, because I wouldn't mind spectating. Like, it's not necessarily, my game to play per se at this point, but spectating would be kind of cool. But that's just not an option. So I definitely appreciate that, even if it's a little bit limited. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so it starts off with the correct amount of cards, and then somewhere in there it just starts doubling them up. Yeah, let's see. So that recruit deck, was that was the card for a mana, card for a life thing? I just want to know what kind of decks I need to avoid or loathe entirely. Although this one's kind of creeping me out. Not because of... It's just the turtleneck. Like, they're not in style anymore. That is a corduroy turtleneck, and I find it offensive. And his hat is kind of silly, not going to lie. Yeah, I got a lot of problems with that avatar. Beat him to a pulp! Yum yum. He's creeping me out, this corduroy turtleneck. You are supposed to loathe Kira and Wasp. All the cool kids hate Kira and Wasp. Good to know. That I want to be one of the cool kids to her. I appreciate that. Dang. Okay, so now he's on a hot streak. Was that 3? See, 2 in a row or 3 right there. Well done, sir. Oops. Let's take those capital locks off, shall we? Yeah, it's good. It's good to have a heads up. Everything fair except for Wasp. What about Kira? Who is Kira? Let me take a look here. Eternal Kira. Kira Yamato. No, that is Gundam. I should have known. No, you dumb Google. AI my butt. Eternal card game Kira. Kira the Prodigy. There we go. This is what they're referring to. So you all in the know. You want to be the cool kids, right? You got to know what to... Oh, we saw her. She's kind of silly look. I'm not gonna lie. The whole chin helmet thing. That's a little silly. But yeah, we saw her. Was that Denise? Was that when you were playing the AI, or was that actually a human? I don't remember, but I do. Yeah, we saw her. Yeah. What does she do? When Kira gets strength or health or battle skills for the turn, she keeps them. Oh, okay, okay. That seems pretty dastardly. So like that oh yeah, there's the 1 cost 3+3 for a turn? She gets to keep that, huh? Well, yeah, so yeah, both health and attack. So yeah, that card would make her ginormous. And if I understand silence right, it would silence that. She wouldn't get any more, but if she has those upgrades on her already, she will keep those stats, right? So if you threw down 2 of those +3/+3s, she's going to be 8, 9. If you silence her, she won't get any more, but she will retain the 8, 9 because those are weapons, not effects or direct effects, right? Is that right? So Boo, we don't like you. Of course, she has to be a card that I could actually afford. So Boo Kira, or Kyra, I don't know. And there's the creatures that have no tails. And the Hornet, Wasp, right? Kira the Great Glass Spinner. Kappa? Kira Ascending is the one that people... Oh, okay, so that's not the one. That's Kira the Prodigy. So we have a Kira Ascending? Or Ascension? Kira Ascending. Again, with the... She has the least amazing wardrobe I've ever seen in my life, but that's okay. All right, so she's a 2 cost. Would you just show me the... Thank you. So you play her for 2, and then I guess on your next turn you could play... or you can play her for 6. When you play a spell directly on Kira, draw a card. Oh, well, that's kind of like... kind of like Dragon Tamer Blade. No, Dragon Blade. What that? Yeah, if I follow this day, my 8 sands. So, well, no. Yeah. Every time you put a weapon on him, he drew a card. So, okay. And then another, 6? She gets +2/+2 in endurance. And then with a whole lot, when she attacks, give another attack unit her... Oh, wow. That's a heck of a snowball. But, that's pretty late in the game, though, right? 8? Like a lot of the games we've seen don't really seem to get above, 8 seems to be the top, whereas Legends, you had a lot of games, especially against Control, you go up to 12 and above. I don't see a whole lot of games where people have that many resources. So what is it the first ability that's strong enough? So you play her for 6 and then you get to draw a card with her every time? Seriously, what's with the headgear? It's kind of like She-Ra's headgear. Like, you don't know how the heck it actually stays on her head, because it's just kind of on the side. It's like, what magic and sorcery is being used to keep this thing affixed to your head? Because it doesn't... I don't know. That bothers me. It just genuinely bothers me. Wardrobe is important in these games. I don't care about your stats. I don't care what you can do. If your outfit looks silly, we're gonna have some issues. You can't be on my team. I got to get an alternate version, alternate art of you. But I can do that. I think I can loathe. Just on aesthetics alone, I can loathe her. Even if I don't yet know how broken she can be. And that, of course, is a legendary. So, whoa! What the hell is that? I can safely say I have never seen a Boston Terrier with a bee's bottom. That is going to haunt me. This, and then the tiny wings. This is Furry Con 2025 to a T right here. It's obviously a fake. What the heck? Okay, well, in theory, he's not going to a Comic-Con. He's going to. He's pretending to be a bee. It's comedy. It's funny. It is funny. But it's also disturbing. But he's doing it to get their honey. So that's okay. Let's see. Is it the other Kira? This one sucks too, but only a reasonable amount. Eternal Warcry, also a good website. Oh, okay. Wasp equals Rift Feeder Wasp. Because we saw, I think that's the one you're talking about. The Wasp, we saw Rift. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, because I remember it said Feeder. Rift
Feeder, Wasp. Yeah, that's the one we saw. The guy, I don't know if you were here when we saw it, but he had a premium copy of it. And I was like, holy crap, that is a legendary. Legendary. Draw 2 random power cards from your deck. Now, power cards, those aren't sigils, though, are they? I thought they were sigils at first, but power cards. What power cards are what? I mean, either way, that's a badass looking Wasp, and yeah, that seems pretty powerful for a 5 cost. These are effects that unlock automatically when you hit these thresholds. She always costs 2. Okay, so when you have that many, not even you spend it, you just have to have 6, and you get that effect. If she has 8, you get that effect. Okay, that's a little bonkers. I don't think Magic has that, does it? Magic has you can spend more on the card to get an additional effect, but I don't think it has a thing where once you hit a Magic threshold, you start getting more stuff. First ability feeds draw engines. Yeah. That's a Yeti that is very crafty. Oh, the crafty infiltration. Oh, it's a Yeti. Looks like a Boston Terrier, but I guess Yeti makes more sense because typically Boston Terriers aren't up on their hind legs. So I see that now. Like, what the heck is this thing? What's going on? Things are happening. This doesn't look good. It always makes me anxious anytime I see opponents doing things like this, where cards are going from one place to another very quickly. My cards are now going one place to another, and then these. Yeah, no, this is bad juju right here. This is really bad juju. Yeah, I'm glad I'm not the only one who thought so. That just gave me flashbacks to like my last 25 Magic the Gathering games. It was just like, I don't know what the hell is going on, but I can't stop it. I can't do anything about it. And I'm going to get totally wrecked if I take another breath while I'm in this game. And so I yeeted myself, as the kids would say. Discretion is a better part of valor. Did I hear someone say my name? Yes, Lagmeister. Sigils are power. Okay, so I had it right. I'm glad I had it right, even if I second-guessed myself. Good. It just said random, so I guess that obviously if you're playing 2 or 3 attribute decks, then you're not going to be able to pick which one. But yeah, it's still pretty darn good. J Money was making fun of me again, wasn't he? Yep, he's been talking a lot about you. It's true, I haven't stopped, actually, until you came in. As soon as I saw your name popping in the chat, I'm like, I better mum's the word on Lagmeister. And you all, too. Everything I told you about him, just don't reference it directly, otherwise he'll know I told you. Good thing there's no Lagmeister here because, yep. Baldric, dang it, man. Thought you were my pal. Thought we were chums. Why are you telling Lagmeister exactly what I said? That's not cool. Now I know I can't badmouth somebody when they're not around. I should be able to badmouth people at will. You got to watch the stream if you don't want me to badmouth you. That's some strong emotional blackmail right there. That's the first one of these I've seen. This is freaky. Oh, I'm messing with him. Oh, I pissed him off. He's breathing fire. You can't hurt me. Oh, you man, you little dragon man. You can't do anything. You want to breathe fire on me, but you can't do it because my little mouse. The mouse is mightier than the dragon. Come on, breathe fire again. Do it. There you go. Obey me. Do my bidding, Dargan. Don't say no. There you go. Sorry, Yum. He's burning your little ephemeral wisp. I wonder if the ephemeral wisp speaks with an ethereal lisp. Sigils are power, but not all power are sigils. Power equals land. Sigil equals basic land. Power equals land. Sigil equals basic land. So, okay, so that's a sigil. Basic land, okay. So power is, it can be either or, like dual lands essentially, or something like that. I guess that maybe is a land that, no, I don't know, or a land that does stuff. Oh, whoa! Look at this guy. He's a deck of many colors. Look at that. He's got at least one of each. That's impressive. By turn 4.
Look at that. Look at that. That's all the colors of the rainbow. Red hearts, purple clovers, green clovers, blue moons, yellow stars? What are the charms in Lucky Charms? Oh, horseshoes, that's right. So it's red hearts, no, pink hearts, yellow stars, purple horseshoes, green clovers, blue moons, unicorns, rainbows, and red balloons. Those aren't classic charms. I don't think so. Back in my day, I mean, that's a mouthful. He used to say original. What are the original
It is time
charms
to end this.
and colors? This is important to know. The original charms, Lucky Charms, green clover, pink heart, orange star, and yellow moon. Okay. So even the moon, wait. Oh, so it went from being a yellow moon to a purple moon or a blue moon? There's a reason I never got into Lucky Charms. And it's because of that nonsense right there. I'll have none of it. Give me Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Life, Cinnamon Life. Man, I want some of that. Great Grains, they're good. Cheerios, not bad. Raisin Bran, not bad, but only in certain doses. Otherwise, it's just, goes right through you. Shredded Wheat, not too bad. Not too bad. Not the greatest, but kind of harmless. I did, my guilty pleasures, Captain Crunch. Didn't mind Tricks, Fruit Loops. Didn't really have those much as a kid, but they're classics. There was one more that I'm missing. It's kind of in the line of Cinnamon Toast Crunch. There's a lot of great cereals, to be honest. A lot of good ones. Lucky Charms. Nah. Gasp. I grew up with no cereal with more than 5 grams of sugar. We're on the same page, my friend. Now, not my mom never made it official how many grams of sugar could have, but it was. And when I say shredded wheat, I'm not talking about frosted shredded wheat. I'm not talking about like the newer stuff. I'm talking about the shredded wheat that came in like they came in little white bags, and there were like 3 of them in a thing. It was like this. It was literally shredded wheat. You had to actually like kind of tear it apart, so that you could actually eat it, and it turned to mush instantly. So we had that. OG Cheerios, not Honey Nut Cheerios, original Cheerios. Might be able to put a teaspoon of sugar in there if she was feeling charitable. Raisin Bran. And that was it. My dad was allowed to have Corn Pop. He could have Pops. Pops could have Pops. But it was a special occasion if I was able to get a spoonful of his Pops. Usually that was his cereal. We knew it was his cereal, and if we got caught eating his cereal, we were in big trouble. So those were the 3 really that we could have. Other than that, it was oatmeal, cream of wheat, or Wheatina, and eggs. I mean, look, it wasn't bad. It was just, I had to go to a friend's house and spend the night to be able to get me a couple bowls of deliciously evil cereal. But yeah, she never gave me a gram or sugar gram quota. It was just, and I remember I tried to get her to watch the commercials with me, and at the very end they'd be like, part of a complete breakfast, or it's like, they try to fluff it up where they're like, oh, it's got more whatever. I'm like, see, it's got nutrition, and it's part of a complete breakfast. And she's like, son, it's a complete breakfast without the cereal. They add the cereal to it. It doesn't help it become a complete breakfast. It is just, hey, here's a complete breakfast that actually has some healthy stuff like orange juice and some toast and whatever. And then here's our crap that does nothing to the nutritional value, but technically it is a part of a complete breakfast. And complete doesn't mean a healthy breakfast. It's part of a complete breakfast, meaning whatever the heck they want it to mean. So, unfortunately, my mom was too wise to their propaganda. So she didn't buy it. I thought once I showed her that the Honey Smacks frog made a very compelling argument for why it was healthy and why moms love to give it to their kids, and why it was part of a complete breakfast. For some reason, she was immune to their wiles, and yeah. Raisin Bran? J Money needs to be committed. Raisin Bran ain't bad. Look, Bran, I'll give you this, Lagmeister. Straight up Bran, that's no bueno. But Raisin Bran, you get the natural sugar from the raisins. It's not too bad. Honestly, not too bad. Again, small quantities. You don't want to eat more than a cup or two of Raisin Bran, otherwise you will be brand the way Bran does branning, and it's like you didn't eat it at all. Yet. Yes. Yeah, my mom got all the boring cereal. We would be dumping all the sugar in the bowl. There were plenty of good low sugar cereals. Kix, Chex, Crispix. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's another one. I guess Rice Krispies. Just the original Rice Krispies. There were some. Yeah, we weren't Kix, never Chex. No, So yeah, I mean, you're right. Those are lower than 5, but those were also not, because she said they were empty. They were puffy. Like they did like. And to be fair, I was eating them out of house and home. So if the breakfast didn't have real, like, I mean, I could go through a box of that kind of cereal easy. Heck, I could do that now. That's not a brag. That's just, it just wasn't all that filling. I get more full from the milk than anything else. So it was kind of a health thing, but also just okay, I can't afford to spend $3 or $4 on a box of cereal that is going to last 2 days or two meals for you. Or it would just be one bowl, and then I would be hungry as soon as I got into class. So like oatmeal, that would hold me over. Cream of wheat would hold me over. And to a degree, like, Raisin Bran or what did I say, shredded wheat, those also kind of had enough in there. But yeah, those other ones are great, and like you said, low sugar. But I go through those way too quick. Yeah, my mom got all the boring. Oh yeah. Yeah, and that's the thing. It's fine. Boring cereal is fine if you can add a little bit of sugar or something to the mix to make it a little more exciting. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I don't mind normal Cheerios, regular Cheerios, or they weren't bad because we didn't get a lot of the other stuff. So it wasn't like I had eaten a bunch of Honey Nut Cheerios and then I'm now having to eat regular Cheerios. I'm like, where's the flavor? I grew up on this stuff. I grew up on the uninitiated cereals. You just visited. You just had spoonfuls. I became part of the unsugared cereals. Sorry, that didn't sound very much like Deckard Cain, which is how that character is supposed to sound. I apologize. Wheat Bix? Anybody with Aussies and Kiwis have Wheat Bix? Oh, I feel bad for Eliza. I want to... Oh. Wheat Bix. Let's see. What is our Australian friend saying now? Wheat Bix. Hey, look, you can buy it on Amazon, so in theory it's a thing. It looks like a granola bar. It looks like a granola bar. A hard granola bar that isn't broken up. Is that, am I missing something, Eliza? Or are you talking about this? Yeah, it's a granola bar. That is not, how are you supposed to chisel that with? That's worse than shredded wheat. What you could take a knife and fork to it? Why would you make cereal where it's just big blocks of granola? What insanity is this?
Trust and experience.
They are so good. The first one. Okay, the value pack, yeah. I mean, do you just leave it in the milk for a little bit and wait for it to get a little soggy before you try to break it apart? I'm not gonna lie, it does look like I've had something with that flaky kind of granola stuff that it actually tastes pretty good. So low sugar, 97% whole grain, Australian owned and made, Australian wheat. I'm guessing those things are more of a draw if you're in Australia. Because right now I'm looking at, I don't know how much that actually is portion sizing wise. I'm just going, that's $25, almost $26. I don't know if that's tariffs and imports or if that's just naturally importing it. But clearly, it is genuinely made in Australia because we got to pay to get it over here. Oh, wow. You guys have an energy? Look at this. Look at this. We don't have this on our stuff. There's an energy label. We have calories, but they have another little thing up there that is energy.
The Arcbank sends regards.
So, like, if you were a Power Ranger and you needed to know if you could fuel up on this, it tells you what you're... Or Dragon Ball Z, you could be like, oh, it's only got 447 units. It's not enough to get me to Super Saiyan.
For Kosu! No! No! My people need me.
Wow, what a drama queen. She died in like 25 minutes. She's like, no, my people, they need me. I can't die now, but it seems like that is what's happening, but somehow I should be able to fight it. And the voice actor just, they were paying by the word, and they could only afford to have her say all that, so that's why she stopped. Otherwise, she'd still be talking right now. To this day. Apparently regular Cheerios with honey drizzled over it is good. I bet it is, but that's deluxe. That's like if you live in a mansion and you've got like a Maserati in the driveway and a Lamborghini and you know, you got a trust fund. Those are the kind of people that eat like legit, like actual honey Cheerios. Like they just bring the bee over and they kind of milk it. They just milk the little thing and they drip out the honey because that's how honey works. It comes out of the bee's ass, and they milk the bees and they put the honey on each individual one. Yeah, I'm not that fancy. I don't know that I'll ever have that much luxury in my life where I can actually have real honey on my Cheerios, but it does sound like it would be good. I'm sure a lot of these cereals, they're just abbreviated versions of the other stuff. So somebody was like, my mom used to make wheat balls and honey, and they were so good. So Honey Nut Cheerios, but we're not going to actually put real honey. We'll just put synthetic honey. Or maybe it is real honey. I don't know. Rice Krispies are good with sugar. Yep. Kind of like Rice Krispie treats. Oh my gosh, prison food. Yeah, I mean, just because oatmeal was in Shawshank Redemption doesn't mean it's prison food. It's just a coincidence only. They get soggy in the milk. Okay, there you go. That makes it easy to eat. It soaks up the milk and becomes soft. Oh, okay. So yeah, apparently, Elijah, you've got a somebody else who knows the joys of Wheatix in Yum Yum. Which, I mean, look, if Yum Yum says it's good, I mean, his name is Yum Yum, so who might argue? What are all these question marks?
Winged justice.
I feel like there's some synergy with me asking a question about. Oh wait. Oh, these are all just, did you know? You can spend a maximum power for additional effect. Oh, see, these are just, wow. You may show up to 5 different cards in your market. I do know that from Beowulf. And power abilities happen when you play a power card. Makes sense. I didn't know that, though. Good gravy. Cards with tribute have an additional effect when played if a unit went to your void this turn. This includes units that die or units you discard from your hand and deck. I surmised that, but I didn't know it. When you are attacked by a unit with taunt, you must block if possible. Normal rules for blocking apply. I did know that. All right, we made our way through some of the question marks. I ate it this morning. What? What? How random is that? In the U.S., presents Yum Yum with my #1 crown. Yeah, that's unheard of. Make a note of this day. This day shall live in infamy when Eliza made an Australian reference, and not only was it recognized by somebody other than Brave, because that's kind of cheating, because they're pretty much the same, people and everything, but Yum Yum, a native or a resident of the United States, was familiar with a lesser-known product from Australia and speaks highly of it. This is a banner day. Eliza, I know you're going to go to bed with a smile on your face tonight. Grinning from ear to ear. You're like, Yum Yum. God bless Yum Yum. J-Money, we can't trust them. They work for Big Cereal. This is true, Lagmeister. Look, but there's no reason we can't be friendly, okay? Just because you and I know the dark, dirty secrets.
This'll do the trick.
And the evil that lurks behind every box doesn't mean we can't be nice, because there's no. How are they going to learn if those of us in the know shun them? You see, we got to be kind and nice so that we can reveal the truth to them slowly over time.
Where did you get it? Can't have shit in Detroit. Hey, that's 2 Dieberry's up there in Detroit. I now know 2 people in Detroit. Well, she's in Michigan. I don't think she's in Detroit proper anymore. She's a little north of that, I think. But hey, now I know 2 people in Michigan. Well, familiar with 2 people in Michigan. I don't think I knew anybody else from Tesla that was in Michigan. No, Dano's in Kentucky. Or Kentucky, as they say in Last Mohicans. Yeah, cool. But I don't know if we can get it here in Texas either. Tour, but we'll see. Yeah, Australia is big on nutritional info in their packaging. Calorie is a unit of energy. Well, that's what I mean. But see, it says energy, and it has kj in parentheses, and it has its own. It has per serving and per 100 grams, and then it has calories below that, and it has its own unit. So it's 107 calories, but 447 kj, which apparently, if you combine calories and kj, whatever kj is, you get the energy total. That's why I'm saying it's kind of like it's adding. You have to add your calorie plus kg, whatever that is. And it doesn't have an asterisk, so I don't know what kg means. Kilimanjaro? That makes sense. It's probably Kilimanjaro. Kilimanjaro. Her death was more drawn out than Bottoms and Midsummer. Exactly. Now am I dead. Now am I fled. My soul is in the sky. Tongue, loose thy light. Moon, take thy flight. Now die, 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 die. Die. I still remember almost all the monologues from that show now. It's been that was 11th grade. I was 17 years old, and I still remember most of the lines from that show. Let's see. But yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking of, Eliza. Like just milking that, that death. 1 calorie equals 1,000 calorie. 1,000. Well, there's no way. There can't be 1,107 calories in. I'm misinterpreting here. Hey, Carlos, what's going on? We were just talking about you. Well, Lagmeister was saying all kinds of messed up stuff about you, man. But I defended your honor. I said, no, sir. I said, he is not sleeping right now. No, sir, he does not just sleep and drive. That there's more to Carlos than you know. I had your back, even though it was probably against the mattress at the time. Yes, that is exactly how honey works. Hey, I know. I took biology. Everybody knows that's exactly what the stinger is. They try to, it's comes out of nectar or something. No, it's obviously a funnel on their butt, and it leaks out. That's why I let myself get stung, because I'm like, I get free honey. Granted, it gets injected in my blood, but so is glucose. Glucose is just nothing but, less sweet honey, and that's good for you. You want glucose. Just as an FYI, if anybody is watching, this is not a nutritional channel or a factual channel, so do not take any of my nutritional notes and that's it. That's going to be the game for Yum Yum. Another W. Guy with no cards left. He does. 14. He could have a gangbuster card, but steal and ready each enemy unit this turn. What? No. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay. What? I just said, didn't I? I just said he might have some shenanigans. I didn't expect him to have. Wow. That's all right. Yum Yum still got it. It's a weird little helmet.
What the heck? Is that like the Wasp from Avengers? Rota, Stayers Adjutant. Valkyrie. And Yum Yum, he was ramped up too. 16. Nicely done. That was a good game. Granted, I was flapping my gums for most of it, but not enough desperation cards to take you down. Glad you had that, whatever that was. That it wasn't a land, but it was the dual card thing that stayed on the board even when the units got destroyed. That seemed like a big deal. One calorie equals the energy it takes to raise the temp of 1 gram of water 1 degree Celsius. Okay, so so the funny thing is, that is an explanation. It's a reasonable explanation. It's a good explanation. But somehow it doesn't register with my brain as an explanation. I mean, like, I get it. I understand what the words mean, but I'm like, how is that? Like, how are we? The energy it takes to raise the temperature of 1 gram of water 1 degree Celsius. Why is that? Why is that a measurement for a human being though? Like, why are we? Or is that just that's what a calorie is in general? But that's what I'm saying. Look. That's what I'm saying. Look at this. So I get it. Calorie is a calorie. Oops. But you see how it says energy, and then it's got that thing next to it, the kg or whatever that is in parentheses, and then it's got calorie below it. So I know what calories are. I'm wondering what that thing is above it that combined with calories is what is defined as your energy. You know what we're going to do? We're going to look up what is in food. KJ stands for kilojoules. Okay, now it sounds like we're talking about Back to the Future. 1.21 kilojoules. Kilojoules, a unit of energy and measurement used in some countries such as Australia and New Zealand. Oh, you don't say. You don't say. So you've got kilojoules and calories equal your energy. Tell me that doesn't sound like Dragon Ball Z. Oh, Frieza has 3,000 kilojoules. Oh. Don't worry, guys. I've got 4,500 calories and 3,000. His kilojoules are off the charts. Oh. Don't be hating. Let's see. Where the hell are the Dark Souls streams? Yeah, I think Carlos had his fill after like the first two. I think I've seen 2 streams. I don't think I've seen more than that. Yes, Yum Yum has shown me I am not alone in this vast, uncultured United States. Wow, shots fired. Shots fired. Had to go to uncultured, huh? And lowercase. Wow, the disrespect here is so oppressive. Let's do it. I thought Denise said I could play this. Oh wait. Play. Hey, she was correct. Haha. Yay, Denise. Oh, I wonder what got a hold of her face. You know, it's always amazing. Like, I get it that the eye is recessed. And so, like, this in particular, obviously you got this big ledge down here. But, like, you'd think that whatever's scratching like this, more than likely isn't going to skip your eyeball. But you know how many scars we see where that's the case? Where it's like the scar goes here and then it stops and then it goes again? But like Helena Pierce in Borderlands 2, she's got a glass eye there because, again, whatever, it was a skag that scratched her face and it doesn't just go scratch and then scratch again. But she must not be a good fighter. She got scratches on that eye too. She should wear a helmet of some kind. Oh, I'm playing. I forgot I'm playing. Yeah, okay. They tell you about the mechanics on cards that have been played. Oh, okay. That's what the question marks are referring to. Gotcha. That's not until Sunday. Carlos, what is time but a sentence fragment? Yum Yum is indeed goody goody. The Dargans winning.
Incarnate. IO I have not. I have. So fortunately, Yum Yum has been playing. We got a couple games with Denise. So they've been playing, and I've just been watching because I've been trying to catch up. I was behind with chat, surprising no one. Give a unit lifesteal and unblockable this turn. Well, why would I want to do that to his unit? That's just dumb. Boo! Boo to the queen of cheating and scars and whatnot. Boo! No! Too many big bodies. We're gonna get steamrolled here. All
As
right.
Lord Styre requests.
What? I'm sorry. That sounded a little odd. Okay. All right, so I can block this easily. What do you think? He's going to have something to change the thing, right? We're going to block it, but I guarantee he's got something to... Okay, no. Doesn't have it. If it was a human opponent that did that, you could expect that. All right, I guess we're going to throw another body down. Oh, no! Good, we got another sigil. What is this? Ice Sprite? Kind of thought it looked more like a can, but... Wild Rider. Well, at least he's enthusiastic.
Ride to victory.
KG, Kilojoule. There we go. Yep, that gets me where. Oh boy, howdy. All right. Luckily, we're not getting sigil screwed, so that's good. Summon. Stun an enemy unit. Say stunned while you have Ice Sprite. Whoa! So as long as she's on the board, he's eternally stunned. I would be...
Response time is paramount.
For steel vine.
Good gravy.
As
Throw
Lord
some bodies
Styre
down here.
requests.
Yeah, no, he can block with good stuff, unfortunately. Which he's attacked with a 3/3. What you got?
As Lord Styre requests.
What's the flying? They can't block her, so I think I can just... Yeah, we'll just do this 24 more times. We got the game in the bag, baby. Stop drawing sigils, you sigil-hungry, crazy person. All right, me too. Oh, yay, I get to play... Oh. I think I'm going to save that. There's no reason to not save it. If he blocks with this and this and that, he can kill that. I'm just going to... Yeah. Should I kill... No. Choose a blocker to damage. I'll damage Warty Boy over here, I guess. Okay. Could have been better, could have been worse.
On the authority of Ironthorn.
Don't stun my flyer. Good. Well, I can't block anyways. So. Oh, come on, give me a body. Draw a sigil. I don't... Oh, man, you suck. You suck. Let's see. Thank you. Give a unit flying. Heck yeah. Fly, my little friend. Fly. Oh, and he's getting bigger. It hits. Oh, so he's going to get big. He's going to get big. That's good. What do we want to do here? Does she need to be on the board for anything? Nope. So she can... this guy looks like a more of a guy. 2 for 2. I'll let you go. No, stop. Cancel. Yeah, but you can't stop my guys. Alright, we're gonna play this fella. And yeah. I don't want to wait until Sunday Frogos. Well, a streamer's choice there. Well, what did you do? What'd you do? What's this ball? What is this? No, what are you doing? Until your next turn. I don't think that... I don't think I can... If I were to use this and kill that, does it nullify that effect? We'll find out. It does not. Oh, yes, it does. Hey! Nice. All right, let's... No, it does! Oh, you stupid game. Stupid game. I needed him to snowball. That's all right. Because I'm going to give him lifesteal this turn. Oh, maybe I don't need to. Unblockable this turn. Or the enemy player sacrifices a relic of their choice. They don't have a relic, so they would have to. Or... Ah, screw it. Let's just do
Keep
this.
to the alleys.
Oh, it's... I just give it... Well, let's see. Can we do 4, 5, 6, 7? No, we can't. Just give it to him, I guess. Can he do 12 damage to me? 13 damage in one turn. 1, 2, 3, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. If I don't block, yes. Otherwise, we're just going to go... Alright, what do we got here? Oh no, you got more magic. Oh, it looks like I'm going to win. Hey! Ho ho! Wait. Unblockable. Yeah, there we go. I could have given it to the 4-4. That would have made more sense. But he's been kind of wanting to play. That's exactly lethal, baby. Boink, boink, and a boink. Not even close. Take your sorry butt home. Woo! Untouchable. Beat the AI. I got some gold. I got some stuff. Oh. 800. Bling, bling. I don't know why I said that. It sounded kind of dumb, but that's all right. Okay. Newtons per second, 1,000. Tedward, see, you start bringing Newton into a conversation. What am I supposed to do with that? Like, you want to talk about, card draw and stuff. I kind of can hang in there. We start talking Newton and physics. I just kind of have to either nod or just say it's witchcraft. Like, those are my two options. I got to either pretend like I know what you're talking about, or I got to be like, that's of the devil. Frogless, you called you a steering wheel holder. I didn't... You got to know the full context, Carlos. You got to know the full context. Calorie lowercase and calorie uppercase are different units, unfortunately. It seems like this cereal is going to be too complicated for me to eat. I don't know that my body's going to be able to handle it. That's a lot to work through. Like, I don't want my food to have kilojoules in it, and I don't want it to have calories in it. So I'm going to eat a lot of cereal that doesn't have calories or kilojoules. That's how I live my life. That's just the code of the road. The nutritional disclaimer, though. Look, I said 99.9% as a joke, but that small 1% of somebody who's like happened to be listening and they didn't realize, because I have a very trustworthy face and I sound like I know what I'm talking about. I sound very knowledgeable and very trustworthy. I didn't want to betray that trust and say something that might get somebody killed. He did not call me that. If I hadn't just woke up and hungry, I'd be mad. But you're right. I did not call you that, Carlos. At least not the way he said it. Going off to eat. Good night. Good night, Yum Yum. Thank you so much for playing and for showing us some good decks. I didn't follow most of it because of just I'm still getting used to the game, but you were winning. You were winning on the ladder, and it looked good, and there were decks we hadn't seen before. So all of that is a win in my book. Just be glad we don't label food here with the American unit of energy. Slugs. Wait, are we talking about the bug or the bullet? J Money said it. Hart, you're a four-wheeler. No, I said he's a few wheels short of an 18-wheeler. That doesn't. I didn't give a specific amount. I just said he's not a full 18-wheeler. You know, he's missing a few tires. That's all. Good, you know how to call bluffs. I do, Tower. I do. I got bluffed so many times in Legends. I know at least that. All right, I gotta go to dinner. Bye. It was good. Thanks, Tower. Thanks for stopping by again. I'm sorry. That's one thing you'll notice that I definitely lag behind in chat. Not as bad as Lagmeister, but that's in his name, so you kind of expect that from him. Ouch, J Money. Very ouch. How dare you put in the same sentence as a Mustang? Wait, I didn't say anything about a Mustang. What are we talking about? Whoa. We're missing here. We're missing. I didn't say anything about a Mustang. Steering wheel holder. Where was the Mustang bit? I would never accuse any of my friends of being in a Mustang. He might have skipped his nap today. He probably needs a Snickers and or nap. He's pretty cranky. I'm not cranky, you son of a... I am kind of tired though. It's been a week. It's been a week. Not a bad week. People have had much worse weeks than I have, but it's still been a week. I guess I'll try one more here. Blaze of Glory. Kind of looks like a stripper, I guess. Kind of, sort of. I don't know. I've never actually seen a stripper in real life. But yeah, she kind of looks like a stripper. Okay, 2, 3, 2, 4. Okay, we'll go with that. We'll keep this. J Money. Yeah, you're not wrong. Look, I need my beauty sleep.
Peace is its own.
And I have been doing well. I like my first CrossFit class is until Monday, but I have been getting the business. Like I've been doing well, you know, every like almost every time you lift weights in there, they call it something like the snatch lift or the cross groin whatever. So been doing whatever it is where you take the bar and you get it up to here and then you get it over your shoulder. That's like a snatch something or other. I don't know. It sounds dirty to say it, so I'm not going to say it. But yeah, there's a bunch of different lifts. Been doing those and a wall crawl or a wall walk where you essentially like get yourself into a handstand and you walk yourself up the wall and then back down again. Lots of stuff. Lots of things that should impress people. Okay, now to my show. Have a great. Oh, that's right. Wait. Are you? Is this opening night, Eliza? I guess it is. Well, good luck. Break a leg. Yeah. Sorry. I knew you had like for some reason in my head I'm thinking rehearsal, but no, you had tech rehearsal all week, and this is the weekend, so you got your opening shows. Yeah. So good luck and break a leg. Right. But yeah, we'll have a good stream. You have a great opener. And yeah, lots of energy. Lots of energy. Get out there. yell at the deaf lady in the back of the room and, yeah, get it done. Have a great show. Scream! Let's throw down our Ice Sprite. She was good for us last game. Actually. Wait, she gives... Nope, that's stun. Yes, opening night. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Oh, 4 damage. Oh, I'm really scared. Oh, it really hurts me. It hurts my feelings. Oh. Yeah, we need more purple. Stun an enemy unit. Getting bigger. Yeah, I don't know what. This looks bad. Yeah, knew it. Knew it. I'm just glad Taylor wasn't here to see me fall for that one. That was bad. That was definitely bad. Wielder is unblockable this turn. I will take that to make him bigger. Bigger and stronger.
As Lord Styre requests.
That's a beefy 5/6 right there. 2 for 2. I guess probably gonna has another bluff for me, but we're gonna draw it out. There you go. So you still die. You lose your creature. You're out of cards. I got this in the bag, baby. 1 damage to an enemy. Okay, I'm going to equip this, but I'm wondering how it's going to work. Because it's got the shield. It's got the Aegis. So does it still do the damage? It does not. Okay, good to know. Sucks, but good to know. Stun that one. Oh, you're going to try to block me, eh? But you don't have a way to cheat your way out of the situation, so...
Peace is its own reward.
Well, that's just fine. But guess what? You stunned. It's time to snowball. Wait, you're stunned. How did you... Seed of Glory. Yeah, let's see how well that does for you when I'm attacking your face.
Ignite!
How about I just kill you instead? That works, and that's going to do it. Bam. All right. Well, I think that's everybody who is interested in this particular game. Looks like it might be just Carlos and Lagmeister. Both of you guys I know don't have the, how do I say this the right way? The sophistication for a game like this. So, I think we can go ahead and probably call it for the day. But no, it's good. I actually need to... Yeah. So we're playing tomorrow at same time, 7 o'clock, I think. Maybe I'll get a Elder Scroll video done. Yeah, I might do that. Use that last hour for that since I'm not gonna have much time tomorrow. But anyway, yes, sir. All right, sounds good, Carlos. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. All right. If I want to play a card game, I'll play a real card game. Hey, there's real cards here. There's real cards. This is a real card game, Lagmeister. You just don't know. You just don't know. You keep your little hearts and your spades and your stuff. I got to go as well and hold my steering wheel. You got to keep all 4 of those tires on the road, Carlos. All 4 of those tires on the road. Alrighty. Well, good deal. Well, gentlemen, I look forward to it tomorrow. We're going to be good. I guess doing some Tiny Tina's assaults should be a good time. And I'm looking forward to it. But thanks for hanging out. Thanks for anybody else who happens to be lurking and is watching the tail end of this. Yeah. But there you go. We got some... Have a good night, gentlemen. We'll go ahead and quit out of this. Call it good.